Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We are the NAT30s, and this is
I was expecting cards to go away.
Illusion.
What the? Hold on, you gotta do this. You gotta do the fucking magic.
Yeah, so we are continuing with our main campaign here, the Bones of Greenest. We are down one person, but only temporarily, Valgerd, as he is bringing our children home from a party. So, reminders that there are many ways for you to interact with the stream. I did do the channel points correctly today, so you can give boons and like boost initiatives and all kinds of stuff. You can check it out in the channel points.
Do it!
You also can use your subs, whether they're gifted or prime or direct, for giving our folks some inspiration. So the higher the tier, the higher the inspiration that they get. They have a whole bunch to work with right there in front. And patrons, you also, we have a Patreon. You can get entries into our monthly giveaway, which is another thing that you can use your channel points to receive. And our monthly giveaway is always a set of beautifully handmade dice from our friends at Almost Critical. I don't have a set here, but I have a box. So Paige from Almost Critical is in the process of creating our August dice, which I believe are going to be like a summer drink theme, like maybe a margarita or whatever. So use your channel points, enter as many times as you would like throughout the month. You can also, as mentioned, become a patron of our Patreon. You get automatic entries, and if you go ahead and engage in our Discord, when you level up, you get entries there too. So our latest winners were Old Rogue Painting, who's been painting all of our minis, who is also a patron, and Makeshift Router, who I brought your dice to the compound, so you should be receiving those very soon. And we will be doing our our giveaway. Our giveaway. What's the word I'm looking for? We're going to be pulling the winner of that giveaway next month. There's probably a word. All right, let's see. I don't know what our merch update is because our merch guru is not here yet.
Buy it when it's on sale.
Buy it when it's on sale. T-Public, if you do !
I
merch.
expect to see him come skidding into the fucking. Hold
Buy it on
on!
sale. They've got a sale. They've been doing these things. Actually, if you check our Instagram, he's pretty good at keeping up with whether or not it is like a one-day sale. The other day they had a sale of like $14 a shirt to start. So go check those out. And other than that, our charity went really well. We ended last week's charity at $17.50, which was the highest that the compound has ever gotten to. If you want to check out the arena battle, it is on YouTube, and it went really well and was really fun. And thank you to the compound for the arena, the monster, the painting of the
incredible.
arena and monster. It was fabulous. And yeah, we'll be doing more of that as the year progresses. I think we've got a Toys for Tots thing that we're gonna do too. So, other than that, I think that might be it. Thanks, Cheese Cat, and I don't know how to say your name. Ribbler? Might be Ribbler. Rebiller. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rebiller.
Rebellion.
Welcome in, Rebilla.
It just sounds so weird. Just, a little.
All right, so we are going to run our intro, and then we are going to get started with the game.
First rubella. It's been 3 weeks since I've last
skull.
You have a new name now.
Ribbly wobbly.
Sorry, I'm a little wiggly. Just figure it out.
I'm gonna use that as an excuse someday for something. I don't know what it is, but the way you said, I'm a little wiggly.
Sorry, I'm a little wiggly. Alright. So when we last left the Bones of Greenest, you had successfully traveled through Zonthal's tower and retrieved the blue dragon mask, although not in time to save the life of the cult trader. Upon exiting the tower, you were attacked by the blue worm speaker, Galvin, and the fiend that was once Cyanrath, Langdedrosa. Issa attempted to join you in battle, and in the end, you were victorious in defeating the foes and saving the lives and property in Zonthal's Tower Village. Your Harper liaison informed you that instructions had not yet come on getting you away from the village and onto your next destination, but you had impressed the metallic dragons so much with your ability to arrange concessions from the leaders that they wanted you to provide guidance on how you thought they could help. You were also approached by Issa Dove, who stated that the Zentarum had joined the council and were interested in quick movement, which Zonthal's tower would aid in. A price of 75,000 gold and numerous potions was presented,
But we didn't take it.
declined.
Why did we do that
So
again?
Took money.
we would have been in half.
And so we come back to our story several days after the fall of the Blue Worm Speaker, as you all have finally been teleported to the familiar temple of Tempest in Waterdeep. Your next destination weighing heavily on Ark Firesong.
And Adam Young. I've been nervous.
So as you all, except for Arwell, are familiar with, you arrive as the lights kind of dim in the room and the teleportation circle gets... Here, I'm going to fix this.
Oh, sorry, did I miss?
No, it's fine. It's touching this, and so then it's making me wiggle. And we don't need it today.
Wiggle, wiggle,
Is that on?
We don't need it.
Oh.
There we go.
That sounds like the perfect thing to say if you've had a couple too many, like, wobbly pops. A couple too many drinks.
A little bit.
It's like,
Too many wobbly
are you drunk? It's like, I'm a little wiggly. Oh. Today.
You arrive within the basement.
Be respectful. This is a house of worship.
It's raining.
It's hailing.
It's hailing.
This is a house of God.
You arrive within the basement. Familiar, like, stone room, the light from the teleportation circle that's permanently within the stone space goes down, and the doors are open, and there are people already waiting for you there. The guards, the Tempest guards. They lead you up the stairs, past. You see the cleric or the head person there at the temples, just kind of standing there and nods as you are led out of the building, and you find yourselves out in the streets of Waterdeep to the north of the castle. And what would you like to do?
I see. Well, we no longer have the mana to go back to. I think we should go back into the castle in Waterdeep and let Ramelia know we returned.
You should definitely report to the council, or at least Romalia.
Let's go.
All right. So you head through the streets of Waterdeep. You do notice as you're walking through, there are a lot more people. I mean, it's a city, but what you are seeing now is it's a nice day. Like looking around up in the sky, kind of lightly cloudy, but a little bit chilly still in the late part of the winter. Lots of people who clearly don't belong here normally. lots of people who have set up like tent cities or just like are squatting underneath overhangs of buildings and whatnot. There's just a lot more bodies around, various races and ages and all of that. Looking up in the sky, you do see at one point, it takes you a little bit as you're walking towards the castle, but you see the shadow like overhead, and when you look up you can see one of the dragons, I believe it was the silver dragon, like the glint of the sun off of the silver dragon, is there's one that's kind of circling the city and then will disappear around the backside of Waterdeep, Mount Waterdeep. But as you go through the city, it is full of refugees.
Before we had actually walked out, Eric would have thrown his hood over, Jesus, and he closed up so that shiny red dragon scale armor would be like hidden.
Okay. So you kind of head through the city. Anything you want to do on the way? I mean, I think it was like mid-morning by the time you left.
Might be time for some shopping later before we leave, but I think we should make haste to the castle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you head down to the south where the castle is. And going through the gates, you are recognized and you're stopped before you enter into the full castle there and just told to wait. But then eventually someone comes down and does, one of the guards comes and tells you like you're allowed to go, they'll bring you to the keep where you've been staying. That particular section of the castle. Your arrival has clearly been noted and probably passed along to where it needs to go. So you head through and end up back in the space that they had set up for you. The smell as you walk in is now gone, of whatever it was that
Don't look at me.
There's my parts, Abaddon.
There's a new rug on the ground, completely new rug, and you are able to kind of like settle in for at least a good hour. Anything you wanted to do during that time?
Because it depends. Are we staying the night?
All right, so you settle in into your space, and then about an hour into your arrival, you hear a knock on the door. It's more of like a polite kind of knock to the common area. It's just like a gentle rap, and then the door opens, and there's Romalia. She's kind of wearing more casual clothing, not the type that you have seen her in when she is attending a council meeting. Her hair is kind of a little bit messier than normal, so she seems like she's in somewhere in between council sessions. And she walks in, and she has a bright smile on her face as she walks in. It's like, congratulations, great job. I heard that you were successful.
I was able to take the mask out of the bag. You were able to retrieve the mask.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. I would rather you put it on the table.
Understood.
She steps back out, and then you hear her like call down the hallway, and then one of the guards from Waterdeep comes, and they have like, it's not a pillow necessarily, but like something to wrap it in. And she says, "Bring this to the council chamber. Straight away, don't touch it, and be sure no one else touches it." And they just nod, wrap it up, and take it out of the room. She like leans her head out to watch down the hall, and then you see her nod and do like a little kind of thing, and so probably a couple of guards are going to be going with
watching that one guy.
Yeah.
And make sure he's not split with it.
Right. And then she comes back in and closes the door. So any news?
We were able to take control of the tower. And after we left, we were greeted by an old friend,
An old friend.
Miss Isadov.
Ah, the Zentaur. I'm not surprised.
They are quite interested in taking ownership of the tower. Or they offered us a sum of gold. I implored them to come forward to the council. Do not know if they'll take us up on that offer or not, but did not seem very pleased.
Yes, they have attended our less formal council sessions. As of late, they have a liaison, Rianne, who has been providing us with some very important information. I do believe that they are very much interested in aiding, as the rise of the Queen of Dragons would not be in their best interests either. So you did not accept their offer?
We did not.
And with 75,000 gold poor for it.
Indeed. She just kind of like looks at.
I can see out on it.
Yeah, she does like a scan around the room at all of you and nods just slightly. Yes. Well, I appreciate you not making that decision without our input. So you have the way into.
Can we just level up? Is that what is happening?
Thank you for the raid! Turbo Tango?
Oh,
Is it Turbo Tendo?
Turbo Tango.
Oh.
Welcome in. Yes, she says, I take it you have a means to entering into the tower.
Yes, the maze itself is riddled. We can write down the steps you need to take in order to get in, but
Yes.
once inside, we did not have time to examine every floor, but we were able to get into the chamber, which, drawing a blank on the wizard's name.
Zonthal.
Zontha.
Thank you.
Zonthal's in.
Zonthal.
Like sounds like line.
Zonthal's secret experiments, and he'll take out. This is the key floor with the hourglass.
He's gonna put his hand on Zan's forearm before he hands it over. He's gonna stop him. And what would be done with this tower if we were to give you this key?
Well, that's up to the council to decide. I'm only one part of it. I don't know. I'm not even a leader of any cities. This is unprecedented times, and so with my husband being a masked lord of Waterdeep and the changes in the leadership, I've been given a seat at the table, but that is not typical.
One more thing you should know. There's very unhappy genie? Ifriti, some sort of genie of a type in one of those rooms. Make sure it is not freed. It has reason to dislike us for not letting it go.
Making friends everywhere you go.
That's what we do.
She's gonna reach out and take the key if you're not gonna. And she's just gonna hold it in her hand, looking at like the hourglass. Interesting. Did you find anything about the whereabouts of the mage?
Nothing concrete, but he was doing some research into the plane of fire. But there were no signs of him there that we could see.
Very interesting, indeed.
Be sure to warn anyone that goes. There are many traps and when they first get to that floor, there are elementals guarding the way. Be sure to send a full crew.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you for taking care of this. I did get a little bit of a rundown from Carlon. Very interesting. It seems as though there was a dragon at the scene, and then they disembarked without engaging you. That's not typical dragon behavior.
Who's to know the mind of a dragon? It seemed to also rebel against the worm speaker that we killed.
Interesting.
It was a worm speaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Abaddon's tail's gonna wag. And she will stand closer to Arik as her tail wags. Straight face though, even though I can't take it.
Make a, this would be, I'm going to say either performance or deception.
It's deception.
Okay.
You can take that like a shot. Just clang those words back. I need another beer. Does anybody want anything?
No, thank you. It's a 10 only.
Okay. All right. You see her kind of look at you for a moment, but then just look back at everyone else. All right. Well, very great work, everyone. And I will be reporting this to the council members. Is there anything else you would like to report? Anything of interest or note that I should be bringing either just to the Harpers or to the council itself?
Mm-mm.
There was also... How long has it been since we started this adventure? Like 8 months or something?
It's been about, yeah, somewhere between 6 and 8.
Months back when we first started this journey, the first of the major enemies that we fought was one named Cyanrath. Somehow they seem to come back as some sort of a demon devil version of their past selves, and we fought and took that down too. I don't know if that means anything to the council, as our cracks open one. But it might be worth talking about. If they can raise or somehow make more undead versions of themselves as fast as we can kill them, this gets a lot tougher. That's
Well,
good, man.
From my our research, as this is not the first time we are hearing of devil dragons, or I believe you have mentioned it in the past as well.
Resmir and on our
Resmir.
way to meet the metallic dragons.
Right, and so what we do understand is that while Tiamat has been held in the Nine Hells, she is not necessarily a welcome prisoner. And so there are some in that realm, on that plane, who have a very keen interest in seeing her released. And so, although she is a prisoner, I cannot begin to imagine the exact motivations of those who are down there and watching her, but it seems as though there are some fiends and demons and devils that are helping her release. She should not necessarily have the power that allows her to give that level of gift to her most loyal.
And when we found those bearded devils, they had spoke to Asmodeus, possibly helping, at the very least trying to get her out.
Yes, we've heard her keeper is Zariel. And It is my understanding that Zariel is not the biggest fan of Tiamat and would rather not. So, we have many that are aiding in her release, sadly. So fiends and demons, those that attacked you in the Narrow Creek Manor, were fiends. And the only way that the cult could have that level of cooperation is if someone at some level higher is allowing it.
It's not a good sign. It's bad enough when it was just her and dragons.
Yes, I have the impression that it has been far more than just her and dragons for well over a year.
I repeat, it's not good.
Which brings us to the goings-on in Seahall. So, quite a bit happened after your defeat of the Blue Worm Speaker. It sent ripples through the cult factions, and many changes occurred within 24 hours of that news clearly getting out to everyone. We saw the exodus of the Kathja's Shadow mercenary group from Seahall. They appear to have, at least based on our contact there, decided that they are no longer interested in helping the cult. Perhaps not realizing the extent of what was happening or the... Hey! Food, everybody. The teenager awakens and brings us our food.
Teenager awakens for food. You don't say.
Having no more interest in aiding them in their endeavors, they appear to have left the city. They hail from Avkatla, down to the south, so I don't know where exactly all of their people have gone, but they are no longer working with the cult.
Any chance this could become a trend?
We did see other mercenary groups leave, but the challenge that we have seen now is that Seahall no longer needs mercenaries. The months-long campaign of conscription has been quite successful for them, and so they have an army, the Seahall New Order, and there are many.
How? So many men and women died in that first big battle.
Well,
I mean, I find it hard to believe that people would sign back up for something after he got so many people needlessly killed.
you may have seen, as the months have gone on, we've been taking them down, but there were several writs across the cities, most notably here in Waterdeep, being the closest, some in Neverwinter, offering quite a hefty sum to go and sign up.
I know about hefty sums and writs from Seahall.
Yes. Again, I don't know where they got the funds. However, at this point, she kind of walks over and sits down. As she's realizing it's going to be a much longer conversation, she goes and sits down in like the common area, and just kind of like waves for you all to sit as she sits down and gets comfortable.
Arik is going to be pacing as they talk. He's not going to sit.
She says they offered quite a hefty sum. I know not where they are receiving all of the money, but it was enough to get many folks from across the Sword Coast to join, which is a challenge, as many of them have no ties to the city. Their loyalty that much easier to purchase. So they have quite a few, and after the news of the killing of the worm speaker, the city has shut down in a sense. There is a strange ward over the city. We cannot see in from a magical sense. It's gotten very quiet. People can still come in and out by typical means, boats, walking. But our teleportation circles that we had set up and our harbor contacts, we cannot get in. We can't see them. It does not appear that magic is working in the city.
Just within the walls?
It's difficult to say what the perimeter is, but
Could you teleport us close to the city? Miles.
I am not sure if teleportation will be possible, but we can get you there. I will have to find out from my people how close they are.
Fast travel is just, that's needed. It doesn't have to be teleportation. Griffins, anything that gets us there safely and quickly.
Yes, what I would recommend is that when we get you there, you stay on the outskirts until you figure out a way to get in that is safe. There is a sense of a little bit of tension and dread from the council as the metallic dragons, being wonderful as they are, also have no time for any kind of nonsense, as they say, mortal nonsense. And so what we have been able to do is get them to agree to let us send you, more specifically you, as a last-ditch effort, as they would like to simply raise the city and everyone inside of it, as the cult is using it as a base of operations. And there does seem to be some element of fiendish influence going on.
There's a lot of good people there.
As I would imagine, this is not the way that the Harpers handle business, but at a certain point, things are taken out of all of our hands. And if the metallic dragons state that they will leave or no longer lend us aid because we are not able to do something that is a difficult choice, we can't afford to lose their allegiance.
Then I'll go. And I'll solve this problem. For everybody. Myself, the council, the Sword Coast, the dragons. Or I'll die trying.
We did put up some posters, as per your request, only a few, before the news got out that this had occurred, and it went very quickly. Again, everything was somewhat locked down. Again, we can get people in and out of the city, but we are significantly hampered by our inability to use magic.
So no magic of any kind will work in the walls?
It is unclear. None of the magic that we have been able to utilize.
I mean, we can't teleport in. We can't disguise with magical means. And I'm assuming he's gonna tap that carpet. I'm assuming this isn't gonna work there. There's a couple of ways. One would be the harbor, but he's probably watching the harbor. There's an old smuggler's way in. It's called the Breadport, and it's the only gate in Sea Hall that doesn't have a main road. Smugglers, they always have a problem in Sea Hall with smugglers. It's the only real reliable way in or out without guards checking everything and staring. There was even maybe a thieves guild that was thought to be there a couple of years ago. Maybe we can make use of that. We'll make our way in one way or the other. And I'll get it done.
Leosin is there. And if you tell me which way you are planning on going, I can have him meet you. We do have more information. Interestingly, some of the names that you gave me, we were very much aware of those individuals. The Fernsbys, for example.
Eric's gonna smile when he hears that.
They are alive and well.
Ah, that's good.
They appear to be aiding the resistance that has risen up since the original failed attempt. We had been speaking with them, our folks, the Harpers, now and again, as they're a very sweet old couple. We did not want to necessarily bring them into the fold, but they seem to have taken things into their own hands and are hosting the resistance in their tavern.
They're both good, strong people. What about their daughter? Andara, she was a, what do they call it?
She is
Chief
the
investigator, I think is what I call
she
it.
is the captain of the
captain of
Sea
the-
Hall New Order.
She's the captain.
She has risen in the ranks. She is unaware of her parents' involvement in the resistance.
It complicates things.
It does. As she still frequents there. Quite often. They are very brave or stupid in hosting the resistance within their own walls while their daughter drinks in the tavern, but family is family. Chosen or blood.
She's very, very smart.
Yes.
I'm wondering, hoping that even if she does know, she turns a blind eye to it for her parents' sake, but there's no telling.
We have watched her quite closely, and unless she is an exceptional actress as well. We are under there is no evidence to suggest that she knows, nor that she is a part of it. There are frequent meetings, although never on the same day, at the same time, of the resistance within the Mermaid's Rest, and the Fernsbys host that. That is where I would recommend you immediately go when you enter the city. And Leosin can bring you there, although it seems you are familiar. But going maybe the sneaky way, he might be able to help.
Any help he and the Harpers in general are willing to give, I'll accept.
I will say, I'm not going to dictate to you how you accomplish this. I don't know how you will, but the least amount of collateral damage is preferred. We know that Peter has his counsel, Fallon, and that individual is with him at all times. And I believe that that individual is the problem. However, I don't know much about them. No one does. Once the Worm Speaker was taken down, Peter has not been seen since then. He has hidden himself within the Summer Holdfast, and that is where he remains. Fallon has also not been seen, but the guards are active. And there are many of them. The city no longer has a simple, watch. It is the new order that roams the streets and keeps the peace, as they say. So, be careful, I don't recommend an all-out war, although I don't know what that would mean with just the 5 of you. But
Oh, we can create some havoc.
distraction, sneakery.
What Abaddon to get that like tatted right here? Just the word sneakery.
Those are my recommendations.
Agreed. An all-out assault wouldn't work anyways. The walls are too high. It would take multiple armies, much more than us 5, to take Seattle.
How many of the New Order are just regular people thinking that they're fighting for the city? They don't know at the top what Amsel, what his plans are.
We'll solve that when we get to it.
This is war,
And
and the alternative is that Protanther raises the city with his fire breath.
some will have to die in
Of
order
course.
so others live. And if it be those are mercenaries, and I know what it is. Take gold for a job, come halfway across the world. Sometimes you die on foreign soil. Some of them have to die so Sea Hall doesn't fall completely. And that's what has to happen. They're enemy combatants, they're not innocents.
I will also warn you for those who are not. I know you've seen a lot, but what Peter and Thalon have done in the city has been quite brutal. And they proudly display those who have disobeyed them along the outside of the walls for all to see as they enter from whichever direction. And there is some very disturbing displays. No one is safe, no age, nothing. And so just prepare yourself mentally for that as much as you can. I have not seen it myself, but Leosin has. And he's been working with me for a very long time. And his mental state since going to that city has been different. So, just keep your head, whatever you may see. What are your thoughts on your departure?
I think today we should take time to supply up, possibly make the arrangements to get us there.
Spend the night here, within the safety of the castle walls, and then head out as early as possible.
Leave it first light.
Okay. I will. She stands up and like does that thing where like you smooth out your pants even though you don't necessarily need to. She's just like, I will prepare your the supplies that we have been saving. It's not much, it's mostly gold. But I think you'll be able to find things within the city. There is a lot that has been gathered for our assault on the Well of Dragons. Things are getting quite serious. I say that as if it's not been serious this whole time, but a lot of supplies, a lot of folks who are being gathered to go physically fight. And so while we will definitely spare what we can, my hope is that Sea Hall also has some supplies, as they have not been providing them to us. There are a lot of changes happening, lines of people being brought to the Well of Dragons, I assume for sacrifice. There's only so much we can do. many raids. They are prepping for the end, and your assault on the Worm Speaker has likely sped things up, as they now know that you are very much alive, and that they need to work quickly. They have seen the dragons in the skies. There have been some clashes between the metallics and the chromatics. Things are ramping up, and so
We'll try to handle this Sea Hall business as quickly as we can.
all right. Any questions for me?
Was there any others on my list that were still alive?
All of the ones on your list were alive.
I'll see the relief on his face. That was his list of his only friends in Sea Hall.
Oh, God.
I have expected you to be like, dead, 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 alive, dead.
When the resistance occurred, it was sudden and not organized in a meaningful way, and so there weren't quite as many people who attended
The original
resistance. The folks that you mentioned had stores to run and trades to keep up with, and so they were, I assume, doing that during. The city has not been destroyed by any means. It is being taken care of. Just the people, the ones that you have called out specifically, they do not appear to have been loudly protesting.
Secrecy is good.
No judgments on that statement, just they have not been part of the active resistance as far as we can see.
It'll be nice to see their faces again. Hard doesn't have any more questions right now.
She'll look at you, Zan, and she says, we have been keeping an eye on your friend in the south, Kane. He has not moved from his spot. We have heard he has gotten more unstable, but he appears to be remaining in his little kingdom and seems to be happy there, so no change.
Please let me know if anything else happens.
It seems as though he gathered all the folks that he was going to send off for whatever the sacrifice is, and perhaps his reward is that he gets to keep the little hamlet that he has claimed. I don't know that we will be able to keep anyone there watching as this has progressed, but until now it does not seem that he is part of any larger plans.
His plans are to gain as much power as he can. He'll strike when he feels it's most advantageous for his cause. He won't go out in a full, straight-on battle. He'll attack while something's weak.
Well, if Tiamat were to rise from her prison, I feel as though he will just be snapped up in her jaws. He does not seem to be anyone important to the cult or to her. So I hope he enjoys his temporary crown. All right, I will go, and there will be a delivery quite soon. All right, and she just kind of does the awkward nod to you all, and then walks out.
Thank you.
And as you sit there watching her leave and kind of all looking at it, making eye contact with each other, I actually think it would be good to take a break so that you can eat, because there's food here. and we can see what you decide to do on this second part of your journey. So we are going to take a quick break. Quick in that we'll be back at like 5:45 or 5:30, 5:35, somewhere around there. We'll be back soon, and then we will continue. See you soon.
You know,
They can't get mad at me.
All I can think of is look who's talking to the uncle that takes little bites at everything, puts it back. Drinks everything, but let's try, puts it back.
All right, folks, we are back as we return to the Bums of Greenest within the keep at the Castle Waterdeep. Romalia Haventree, the leader of the Harpers, having just exited the room with promises of some kind of reward or at least items to help you along your way to Sea Hall, which is your next destination. Is there anything, any discussion, anything as you are sitting there waiting for her return?
before we settle down for the night, Iris going to keep his eye on Abaddon, waiting for a chance to talk. Before. I was stating it now so we don't just go to the next day.
Okay.
Not keeping my eye on like I'm suspicious.
Oh.
Just keeping tabs, that way you don't sneak off and I can talk to you before you go to bed.
I'm gonna write a letter.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you what it's gonna say?
Do you want it to be public or do you want it to be...
Oh, it's gonna be...
Yes, read the note to the class.
It's gonna be private.
Okay. You can let me know
Private.
after.
Okay. So she'll just be writing.
I've got a boyfriend.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is it nighttime right now?
Oh my god.
Is it nighttime now?
It can be.
I think we were gonna go shopping, weren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, today you were going to go shopping? Okay. So I would say, about an hour or so after Romalia leaves, there's another knock on the door. Only this time they wait for you to open it. And when you do, you see a couple of guards come in. And in their hands, they have small chests that are available. And they come in and just kind of wordlessly put them down on the table and then exit. And there's one for each of you. Very, very...
Is it like a present?
Sort of.
Everyone's like, let me get it.
I want to see what it
Presents.
is now.
They're very, very simple boxes. Nothing to write home about. Just simple wood. And when you open them, inside you find a vial, very, very dark red with like little gold flecks inside as you lift it up and look. And these are one superior healing potion in each of the boxes for each of you. And then counting out what is inside, you find there are about 600 platinum
In each box?
in
Oh,
each
wow.
box.
Boom. Is there... Okay, cool. She's gonna play with it.
Like when you open the box, the coin are in like this velvet kind of pouch, so it didn't like make a whole bunch of noise.
Velvet pouch.
And so I'm sure Valgard will be very happy to know that he got some money. But yes, about 600 platinum or so. No note or anything. It's just here's what you got. Spend it wisely.
Wow.
So that's 6,000 gold?
6,000 gold.
Oh, shit. Okay. I forgot that it's what?
10.
10 gold for one platinum?
6,000 gold.
Given that you said no to the 75,000.
Still would have gotten more. So. At least I hope so, the way the math breaks down.
Yeah. We would have gotten more.
Would have been more like.
Oh yeah, it would have been like 10, over
11.
10,000.
Yeah. So yes, now armed with the gold, is there anything in particular you are looking to get?
Bat shit.
Bat shit?
Yup.
Oh.
And sulfur. Are there bats in here?
I don't know if you meant like crazy, like you were like batshit because you have that much gold now. If you legitimately meant guano.
I would say
That's
you
confusing.
can, if you guys are all like gonna head out on the town, then you would easily be able to find a component shop like in the city,
Okay.
and you can get that.
There's no bats like hanging
Not
around.
hanging out. I mean, you could you could try to go wandering through the castle, but
That's
probably
okay.
wouldn't get very far. So you're looking for guano and
Sulfur.
sulfur.
What a weirdo. Why do you want bad?
Is this material components that are used up or that you have and you just, does it say that it's consumed when you do your thing?
I don't know. But I can look. I don't even fucking remember what I needed it for now.
Consumable bat poop?
Eat it!
Abaddon is
That's why I like
fucking
have a list of random things I
freak.
don't remember what they're for.
Jesus.
It does not say consumed.
Can I see what you're trying to do?
Yeah, that's all. No big whoop.
Okay, yeah, it does not. So I would say that you are able to find, when you go to a component store, you find like this little, like, quarter-pound kind of ball of,
Just like-
of
Oh, that's the good stuff right there.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's
wrapped in canvas, and there's that guano and there's sulfur already mixed in.
Okay.
And it's going to cost you about 4 gold.
Damn!
For
Okay.
For bad shit.
I'll buy that.
So
I need a few random little components too. Of the fur or feather of a beast. And I wasn't sure if I would have this already, but like a small piece of parchment with holy text written on it.
I would say you
Should
already
probably
have that.
have. And just like a couple of small jars.
Okay. I'm gonna say that given, so you're in Waterdeep, and Waterdeep, unlike,
Eric can give you a griffin feather. I have a bunch of
Oh, I'll take it.
them. A tuft of griffin feathers.
oh, there you go.
What's lodestone?
It's a type of
The way you
stone.
said that. What the fuck?
So
Lodestone.
Load.
it's just a kind
Can
of.
I get it on the ground?
No.
Can I buy some
You
then?
can buy some. Yeah. So let's see here. Looks like you could get a component pouch of about 25. Oh, nope. So it depends. Is this one thing that you need to utilize? And if it's a lodestone for, what is this? Oh. It does not say that. Yeah, no, you only need one, so that's going to be about 1 gold.
Yes!
Nice.
I can cast all the things.
1 gold for that.
Okay.
For the griffin feather you found, I was going to say you could do like an investigation check and find out like what kind of thing you find on the ground. You wouldn't have to buy that. And then you just want some
Like a couple small jars.
small jars. I would say that's like 2 silver.
And then if I want to get some diamonds at some point, is that something that I could buy somewhere, or is that something I would have to like come across?
You can. So you all are in Waterdeep. It is very, very difficult to find diamonds. They are going to cost probably 2 or 3 times as much as, and you have to go to the rich area of town.
Do they have to be worth a certain amount?
Yeah,
How much?
500 for
Oh shit.
I think it's 300 for Revivify.
and
That's-
500 for like, or 1,000 for Raised Dead. Depends on.
Well, never mind.
I don't know if.
We found those ones in the thing.
Yep.
100
Yeah.
gold. I was a GP. 100 gold.
And I think it's dust too that you're probably looking for.
Yes.
Diamond dust?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 10 diamonds that I found when we were in the zone, it's 10 diamonds worth. 100 gold pieces each. Do you just want me to convert that to gold, or do you want me to keep that in?
That's up to you. Well, if you convert it to gold, then you would be kind of selling them.
Okay.
Like you could.
But I could still use them to like pay for stuff, right? Like at merch. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if in lieu of like 100, I can just give them a diamond.
Right. Or if you're looking for 1,000 gold of diamond dust, you could pay somebody to grind them down into dust for you. For raised dead. Or resurrection.
Well, technically, I don't need to worry about that
Uh,
because it doesn't cost that to raise me.
The rest of us, your cleric has.
I can do that.
Arwell might notice that Abaddon has a lot of jewelry on.
Yeah.
Just saying. There's a lot of jewels
All right.
going on over here.
All right.
There's a lot of shiny stuff.
I would say if you're looking for diamonds, make an investigation check. And I'm going to figure out because
I feel like she's like, oh, okay, yeah.
your excursion to the Fool's Hope did not go unnoticed necessarily. Okay. So, searching around for diamonds in the city, you are able to find a... Are you going as a group, or would you say you went by yourself?
I don't know. What's everybody else? Do anyone want to come?
Sure.
Yeah, we can go as
Shopping!
We can go as a motley crew.
Yeah.
Oh
and again,
no, if you send us out shopping again, we're just gonna spend all the money.
And again, Art's gonna make sure that his face is covered, that he's covering that shiny dragon scale armor. He wants to look as like unobtrusive as possible.
Okay.
He'll even like cover up some of his weapons with all the stuff that he's wearing.
I will say that you get word, and it takes a while. Like you're out there searching, and you're trying really hard to figure out like where can I get some diamonds, especially nowadays when it was really hard before. And the last communication that this group had really gotten was like you can maybe convince a rich person to kind of like sell you some, or if you go to the temples, they might have it, but they're gonna charge you. Typically, you got to bring your own diamonds. But after searching for a while, couple of hours, you are able to get wind of like a particular person who's in the trades ward that maybe will have what you need. And when you get to that person, looking at all of you, they are... Make a persuasion check.
Sorry, did I just step on her?
Mm-mm.
Sorry, oh my God.
7.
No, it's fine.
So, this kind of shifty person who you can barely see even what they look like in this back alley kind of corner with all these different folks walking around. It's not middle of the day, but like getting closer to the end of the day by the time you find them. They say they'll sell you. How much are you looking for?
Well, that's a good question. So, I don't know what the best way to... I gotta figure out, like, what, I guess, exactly I need for what spell. And if I need to make sure we have enough for various people, I suppose. Because it consumes it if I use one. So... I don't have like a good list of like what exactly I need.
For diamonds specifically, which spell are you looking to try to do? Revivify or
what's
the
a good one
one
for something?
Revivify.
Yeah.
You have a minute with Revivify, or there's either Raise Dead or Resurrect, or I think it's Raise Dead,
Raise
which
Dead.
is after a
Okay.
minute passes.
Okay.
Raise Dead, I believe, is 1,000 gold, or it might be 500, and Revivify is 300.
500 for a raise the
500 for Raise Dead. Is it gold, diamond dust or diamonds?
just the diamond.
Okay,
How much is
diamond.
Revivify?
300 worth of diamonds, so it doesn't have to be a single.
Okay.
Raise Dead is a single diamond of 500,
Okay.
and I believe true resurrection or resurrection is 1,000 dust, I believe. So if you're looking, do you have raised it? The 500?
Do I have reset? I think I do.
Okay.
Like as a spell, yeah, I think I do.
So then you're going to be looking for a very specifically priced diamond, a single one. And then it's kind of really up to how many of those you want.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's see if I can find any.
So they say that they... How many are you looking to get, do you think?
Well, you wouldn't need one. Eric wouldn't need one if you die. So you're on your own? Okay.
You can cast the spell without the component for me.
Okay.
Level 3, my soul is marked for endless battle, so you can raise me without using the components to bring me back to life.
Alright.
Which is helpful.
Oh yeah,
That's very
I
cool.
do have wisdom.
Would have come in handy a long time ago.
Fine. I mean, Revivify is good if we're in the middle of something, I suppose. I guess, like, 3 would be good.
3 diamonds worth 500, and then for your Revivify... So that would be 3 raised deads, and then how many, well, you've got diamonds worth. So he's got diamonds.
I was
have some
gonna say,
diamonds. Okay.
I can give you 300
300.
golds worth of diamonds.
If the situation.
I'm covered in
Well,
diamonds.
Covered in diamonds?
So it
Everywhere
sounds
she
like...
You got your own.
She said, give it to me.
Okay, so in a
Disco
in a
ball.
pinch, we can do a quick like revivify from like things that we already have. But then if we need to do raised dead, we have-
Does Revivify require it to be dust?
No.
Okay.
So this individual kind of looking at Abaddon, like you can see them kind of looking you up and down there, looking at all of you. You got a 7. Yeah, I can get it for you. It's gonna be... $2,500 gold
For one?
for 3.
Oh.
well, I understand you've got a business to run.
Beggars
But-
can't be choosers. You're already standing here too long.
Would you take a trade?
No. No trades.
Okay. Can you just have a minute and then like turn away from them for a second? Guys, is this a good deal or not? I'm not good at bartering. This is terrible. What do? I mean, we gotta have this like.
Listen, I've got 1, 2, 3. I have 5 diamonds.
How much are they worth?
5,000 each.
5,000 gold each.
Look at her. She's like,
What?
Oh, so I don't have to like get ripped off by the shady guy. Maybe I should just wait until I find
How-
a better.
how? Like that
No,
John
that's
Trump
not
like that.
right.
What?
Oh.
What the fuck?
What should it be?
Are those just... I don't
Those
know
are diamonds that we added as when I picked them up in the dragon areas and stuff like that.
Did you just pick it off the D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
That's why.
yeah, that's why. They're not worth that much each. Sorry.
Oh. Well, how much are they worth?
Which
If
horde
you were,
was
so
it?
hold on, you were
Huh?
Which horde was it? The most recent one? or
No,
the-
no,
way
these
back?
were like a while
So
ago.
you sitting
And then
on
the one that we
15,000
had.
gold and you never said
Well,
where's
because
those
I
diamonds?
need them too.
Say, hold on.
No, if you got them from, I'll have to look back, but they're worth like maybe 100 to 250.
Oh, that's a big
Yeah,
difference.
no, they're not 5,000 each.
Oh, okay. How do you change that in the? In this?
I think I can
I
edit
don't.
it. Or
I was gonna say I don't
Oh.
even do that. What I do is I have it down the bottom, and I just down there 10 diamond worth 100. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And then I just mark it off as I go. So if I spend 3, I'll just put 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know that there's like an average of 5,000. I don't know why would he even say that.
They all
I've
say
never
every
even
time
seen a
It's just a-
5,000.
because I got all those like moonstones too, like way in the
Oh, yeah, no,
beginning.
the
I got like
moonstones
all
are-
sorts
So
of
if you
I've
got
got
that all,
500,000
They're all
gold.
like 50 gold.
yeah, I was gonna
Moonstone
say
stuff.
if you got that
You
all
never said
about the
a
same
thing.
time, then the moonstones, the diamonds, those were all worth maybe 50
Mm-hmm.
or 100 at max. If that
Okay.
was all around that time.
I check it. I can check and see when that was.
Okay. Yeah, if it was way in the beginning, 50 or 100.
Well, I got a couple, I guess.
But we need ones that are worth a certain amount.
We need ones that are worth 500 gold.
Zan, how much money do we have in the bag of holding? The group fund.
I would feel good if we had at least one raised dead for,
Aye,
a
for
rainy
the-
day.
For the
Ever.
group, we don't have quite that much.
How much do we have?
Just under 2,000.
Well, we can divide the price of what these diamonds would cost amongst us now and spread out the hurt a little bit. If he's got what we need, I can give you the three. Or me and Abaddon in combination can give you
Will
three
you take
diamonds.
2,000 for them?
No. Not with a 7.
What's your problem? You seem to sense a little tension there, friend.
A little tension. What do you mean?
It's all you.
Yeah. It's pretty tense when I got a bunch of people standing where I usually sell my shit. They're kind of blocking business and calling attention to me.
Are we in a stand or is this guy in an
No,
alley?
this is like a side
Sketchy.
alley, like people walking by. No. You're in like
okay,
shady
okay, I was.
trades, dock, ward.
I didn't realize he
yeah.
was doing like a trench coat.
No, this is a
Okay,
trench coat
that
deal.
makes way different. Yeah, he's like,
He hasn't actually shown you anything. He's just telling you he can get it for you.
We can use the group funds and then a little less than 100 in gold apiece.
Sounds good to me.
How long will it take you to get these things?
You have money now?
A lot of questions.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
gold.
Well, we're
it's
out
a,
of-
it's a
We're
lot of
asking
gold.
for a lot.
You got the.
We're not sticking around.
Well, neither am I.
So
You want this or not?
we need these now.
Sounds like you are willing to wait. If you really need it. Show me what you got. I don't need to see the whole thing. I just need to know that you've got it.
And then I'll take the pouch out of the bag of holding.
Open it up.
You see ours when we see yours.
Write it down.
Make a persuasion check now.
21.
It's gonna like looks at you from underneath the cloak. It's like super dramatic. Like it doesn't have to be this dramatic. It looks at you under the cloak and is like, "Give me 20 minutes."
You know
And
where
they-
to find us.
Disappear deeper into the alley.
I don't like that guy. But
Desperate
I don't know when we'll
times.
have a chance to get diamonds again.
Desperate times, desperate
Yeah.
measures.
And we're just hanging around in the open street.
It's a bit. I mean, you're in the trades ward, and as you're kind of standing there waiting the few minutes for this person to come back, you just kind of looking around, and you can see a couple of people that like are hanging around and watching you, just not advancing, but also just kind of nondescript humans, half elves, dwarves, whatever, in darker clothing, just kind of like leaning up against things, and they're watching. And then a couple of minutes pass, and the person comes back, and they've got a box, and it's a small box, but you all have come to be quite familiar with the fact that these diamonds are worth a lot, and they're not all that big. But he or they come up and are like, it's the box. They just like show it to you, open it real. You can see there are diamonds in there. Close it. Trade off.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Be 95 gold from 2-3. We're gonna pretend Val's here as well. So even though he gets money, he's losing money.
Right.
95.
95 out of, you're using all of your
All of the party funds,
party funds.
and
Okay.
then 95 from each of us. So now we all have our own money to worry about.
All right. So you do the whole like
Same time, man. I don't know you. Same time.
And swap. Like, all right, get out of here. Bad for business. Go.
You get out of here.
You get out of here. You get out of here. Good, you go.
Who has the box?
Them.
Open it up.
You
Make sure it's the
see
real
them
deal.
kind of turn and like jingle the thing, check the money.
Make sure it's the real
This
deal.
is what you needed, right?
It's good.
You
Should I hang on to them?
Yes, I can't use them.
Keep them safe. Put them deep into a pouch.
Looking around, you can see the other folks that were watching you are just they're still there, just kind of leaning back and watching, seeing what your next move is.
It's better be real diamonds.
All right,
Not
you got
like
your
glass,
diamonds.
Glass
Got
dice.
some diamonds.
Alright.
Abaddon, I will say you can make an investigation check as you look at those.
Oh, good call because you know
yeah,
real diamonds.
Abaddon knows.
Well,
knows
apparently I don't know real diamond.
No, you just don't know that the diamond was worth that much.
Investigation?
that. Yeah, say investigation. Or you know what, we'll just say
18.
yeah, that's fine. You are confident as you look at them like, no, these are real. These are
I am
real.
confident that those are
These
real.
are real. I'm confident.
These are
Charlie,
the droids you're
guard
looking
these with
for.
your
I
life.
do like the idea of you like pulling out like this mop, like that jeweler's thing.
Just hanging
like,
off one of the horns.
I was gonna say it's like one of those like dentist ones that like swings in off the horn.
That's true, Kat. No kids watching.
Do you have any rubies on you, Abaddon? Just in case.
No rubies.
Okay.
Oh, that's not true. I think I have a ring, actually.
Just in case. Just to know.
I don't.
Are you looking for rubies too?
No.
Not necessary. Does it have to be worth a certain amount?
I don't know. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
I can't
Anybody
remember.
else looking
Pretty
for
sure I
anything
had a
in
ring.
particular?
Zan is always looking for potions and magical items.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, I thought you meant from this guy in particular.
Oh no.
Yeah, potions, are.
All right, make an investigation check, and I will pull up my.
weapons, items, clothing, not just necessarily things that are good for him.
Do we get to keep those potions from the arena battle, or were those just for them?
No, that's just.
That would be sweet.
Nuts.
All right, where are the shops? There are the shops.
Well, did you say investigation?
Yes.
Nice, dirty 20.
All right.
17 plus 3.
It's 22.
All right.
Wow.
No matter how good I roll on an investigation, yours going to roll out much better.
What was the dice? Would you roll the dice?
17.
Me too, see? 17 club. Right there.
All right. Let's see. Let's go to the store.
It's so nice just not having like 0, 0, 0, 0 on any skill. That's the problem with fighters is that a lot of times they don't have, you know what I mean? These skills accrue, so it's nice to.
If you're a fighter, well, depending on certain things, you only...
Skill is with your sword. Or your axe or whatever it is.
all right. So with that, everything is more expensive right now.
Damn inflation.
Yep.
Even with that writ,
Right.
start marching around with that thing out.
Voice.
Whip it out.
Bam, the Lords of Waterdeep.
Well, before you do so declare.
Should get a frame for this.
Yes. I was thinking about it. 'Cause it will. It's just gonna be like rolled up.
I had a big plan to take paper like that and make the symbol that I made for Arik with the handprint with that. I couldn't do it, so instead I did it on my shirt.
I was going to say,
Oh yes, I saw
off
that.
the
I
shirt.
did it on my shirt instead. Which is funny because I went to Walmart and I realized like, oh, this is cool because it's like Arik's like thing. That's it, you know. Also, it just looks like I'm walking around with a red shocker on my hand, on my shirt like an asshole. I even put a little maker's mark on the back.
Oh, nice.
It's an F.
Easy.
It's an F, but it's also like a sword in a circle.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I said it like I was Jewish. Oh, it's a sword in a circle. Okay.
I was thinking it was like an anarchy sign.
I know it kind of looks like it because it's the calligraphy.
Mm-hmm.
I should have done it more distressed. It was like Chiseled in.
like chiseled and like chipped in, or no, dude, like hot stamped in.
All right,
It
so
was such a last minute
you
thing on Saturday when I was at work.
are able to find. So unfortunately, they're all out of healing potions. Those that's
Figure.
very.
Yeah, Ark's very interested in potions that will aid him in combat. Potions of haste, potions of flying, that and anything like that.
All right, let me. Okay, so adventuring. We've got at the one store what they can offer you is they can offer you prices that are not you'll pay cost at this point in the battle. Yeah, we'll go with her. All right, so this particular place. Why can I not find what it is looking for? Where is it? Sorry, just looking for my. What in the heck?
I never thought that picking up all the jewelry would make a difference, and now it's making a difference, and now I have to check my notes.
We do have,
All right.
we do have some stones in the bag of holding that have been there forever, but I don't know if they're anything like azurite, zircon, star rose quartz. Like there's something weird, malachite, tiger eye, obsidian. It's like weird things like that.
Yeah.
Some stuff in there.
Hey,
It's Valgerd.
Wow!
It has arrived.
He's got such a happy look
know,
on
yeah.
his face. Aren't you happy to be here amongst friends?
Listen
You've
to the
got-
peaceful music.
6,000 gold.
I thought you were gonna say like people after us. I was like, gotta throw the vapor up, Billy.
Minus
Fuck it.
95.
6,000 minus
Minus
95.
95 because you guys got some stuff. So you are able to find.
Wait, who did we just rob?
Nobody got paid
For a
by
job well
the.
done.
To
since we sell
reward.
the what
You
you
got
call.
paid
And
for
a
being,
potion.
having integrity.
I mean, granted, it's 5,000 gold less than we would have gotten when we sold the tower, but
But we're not bitter about it.
we're trying. We're trying to rise above. Right?
That's right. We rise above. As much as money is the most fun thing in the world.
So you are able to find if you're looking for potions that have some kind of like magical something. There's a potion of heroism, which let me pull up what that is.
We're still all together, right?
Yes, unless you didn't want to be, you're all together. So potion of heroism. That one is about 2,300 gold, and it you get 10 temporary hit points that last for an hour, and you are under the effect of the bless spell
That's cool.
for the full hour. There's also a potion of invulnerability, which for 1 minute you have resistance to all damage, and that is
Does that stack?
no.
So like my resistance that I get when I rage wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
So you invulnerability 1,910 gold. There is a potion of mind reading, and that when you drink the potion, you gain the effect of detect thoughts.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Do potions count as magic, like if we were to use them in...
They would.
Yeah.
Not a potion of healing for some reason, per the lore of D&D for some reason, but the rest, yes.
So does that mean, like magic items and weapons do not work inside?
You don't. There's an oil of etherealness, which you are familiar with as Val kind of just does that as in his life. That's about 3,000 gold. Potion of stone giant strength is about 3,000 gold. There's also fire giant, frost giant. A potion of diminution, and that is about that one is about 1,800 gold. Potion of resistance you can get for 313 gold or so.
And what does that do?
That one is, depending on which resistance it is, you have resistance to a certain damage type. Climbing.
Eric will take that one. What type of is it? If they have one of
Roll
fire.
on a D. Hold on. I think it's a D6. Oh, nope. Hold on. That might not be right.
He just wants it if it's a fire. That's all. I'm not sure if his armor.
Okay.
Trying to like stat, you know what I'm saying?
There are.
In case it doesn't work enough. See how.
Roll a D10.
8.
She also said we don't know if these potions will work.
Here's what?
We don't know if the potions will work.
That's why it's a rest.
potions work.
Oh, inside Sea Hall magic doesn't work.
So what happens to magical people? Do they just fucking do it right?
I don't know.
I'm
How
a
about
puddle.
everybody roll me a D8.
I rolled an 8. Oh, you said a D8. I'm sorry.
No,
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
D10?
D10. I meant a D10. D10. Sorry.
Oh,
No, run away,
Sorry.
fucking bitch.
It's a one.
All right. So there's one of psychic,
0, 10.
Yeah.
10.
thunder,
5.
lightning,
3.
fire.
What is it? What is that?
And what did you get?
1.
Acid. So if you want the fire one.
Yeah, he'll start with a fire one. If anybody else wants another one, he'll wait.
Okay. We've got acid, fire, lightning, psychic, and thunder. If anybody wants.
So
well, the fire one's
if you
taken.
have armor that is like a plus something because it's magical for no apparent reason other than it gives you a plus, does that mean that doesn't work in there either?
That's true. Yeah, but is it a plus because of them? Is it because it's magical, or is it plus because it's well made? Is it there's no difference? Okay. I didn't know if there was like
Yeah.
a difference in between.
Like
That-
it never made much sense.
That
to me.
thing that
It's
I
like-
shared, the armor thing that I shared, changes that for the next game. But the reason why it's
okay.
+1 in this
Let's
game
see,
is
because you
it's
think
magic.
like there might be a difference between like two different +3.
like it doesn't give
say
a
shields.
benefit.
Like one is because it's magic, and one is because it's of like a higher quality make.
Yeah,
than the
they
normal
didn't go
shields.
that deep in 5e.
Oh.
Yeah, they kept it really simple. So it's +1 because it's magical.
Because it's magic.
Does anybody want any of the other resistant potions or resistance?
Zay will take the lightning
Okay.
resistance. Why not?
So 313 gold.
I'll take also the psychic one.
He'll take what?
The psychic.
Oh, psychic. I thought you said second. All right, 313.
Also, the fire one was 313. They're
Yeah.
all 313.
There's water breathing as well. Any other things folks are looking for? Oh, you wanted to know about like magical
Items
stuff in
and
general.
stuff, yeah.
So let's pull that up. In terms of, all right, so we've got. Ooh, do you want to know about the ones that are way out of the price range that you could possibly afford?
Not
Like
the,
40,000 gold.
Holy cow.
Not during the game, but
Okay.
afterwards, yeah.
All right, so we've got.
This is the game-winning arrow. Shoot this once, and you end this and the entire game.
let's see. They've got some.
Buddy once told. Sorry.
They show you some eyes of charming. These crystal lenses fit over the eyes, and they've got 3 charges. And while you're wearing them, you can expend 1 charge as an action to cast Charm Person with a save of DC 13 on a humanoid.
That sounds fun.
This is 300 gold, and they're goggles, should you want them.
Arik's interested in those if nobody else is.
Zan can already cast Charm Person.
So you're all set?
So if you want it,
You will not be able to wear both sets of goggles at the same time. So.
I have one around my neck and one on my head.
I was gonna say he's got the bifocals and he's got the
reading
goggles.
I can't stack them one on top, so they look like night vision goggles, like the old tubes.
They just look like 2 binoculars, like one in each eye.
All right. So
Bravo.
Eyes of Charming.
Team Bravo, go in dark.
The Eyes of Charming for 300. We've got an Orb of Direction. So while holding this orb, you can tell which. You can use an action to determine which way is north at all times. It's 50 gold.
I think Zan will take that.
You also find they have a scribe's pen, which may only be something. Oh, nope.
For lizards?
No, it's not actually. I was thinking the same thing. You can use this pen to write on any surface. You decide whether the writing is visible or invisible, but the writing is always visible to a person with the mark of scribing. Any creature with the mark of scribing can use an action to touch the invisible writing, making it visible.
Is mark of scribing a...
I think it's like a spell or some kind of, yeah. Oh, you can't. You have to use it. You can only use this if you have the mark of scribing. So, sorry. That's only 50 gold.
The most important question I have is, can I put googly eyes on the eyes of charming goggles? Someone was talking to somebody, the eyes are just...
They have the little spirals, so you go like this and they start spinning. Look into my eyes.
We are going to be best friends.
And then they also show you some wing wear. The snug uniform has symbols of air stitched into it and leathery flaps that stretch along the arms, waist, and legs to create wings for gliding.
Squirrel suit.
A suit of wing wear has 3 charges. When you wear the suit, you can use a bonus action and expend 1 charge to gain a flying speed of 30 feet until you land. And at the end of each of your turns, your altitude drops by 5 feet. Your altitude will drop instantly to 0 feet at the end of your turn if you didn't fly at least 30 feet horizontally on that turn. So you have to fly with it. When you fall or land, you can use another charge to use it again. So there's that. That one is 450 gold.
Do you have to attune to that?
You do,
yeah.
You have to attune.
And I don't
Do you
want
think
that.
we all got that? Just sorting us we all just go, go, go. Just jumping off the back of a
Like a
dragon.
base jumping
Yeah.
scene.
Just jumping off a dragon, just flying.
See, I was thinking like a hot air balloon, like slowly drift over the walls and go.
Let's see. We've got some of these things you're probably not interested in, but a cloak of elven kind.
What is
Pull
that?
that up.
None of us have one of those.
Where are we?
Varro has
You're
it.
in Waterdeep, and you're kind of going shopping around before you end up.
And we're going shopping, buying all these magical items, knowing that they are most likely useless.
We don't
Just
know.
in Sea Hall.
We're not going to
Later.
live in Sea Hall.
No, we're just going to die at sea.
So with the cloak of elven kind, while you wear the cloak, it does require attunement. With the hood up, perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on dexterity or stealth checks to hide. You could pull it up or down as an action for some reason. Those rules.
How much is that?
That is 450.
That's attuned. Is it attuned
Requires
to it?
attunement.
Damn it.
Zan will take that.
You taking that? Okay.
I'm
there any magical heavy crossbows since we're buying magic items like it's candy?
Let us
you just got
see.
$6,000. You got
We've
paid.
got
It's like I got child support to pay, overdue water bills. Val's got some shit he's got to pay off.
Bills to pay.
Val is just leaving children in every city.
That old Toyota Paseo that fucking stopped running. Still got a condo for that thing.
It's a Celica.
there is a scimitar called the Giant Slayer.
Somewhere, sometime, Erdnot is super happy.
No, he's not there, so you just hear
You, when you hit a giant
Is
with
that the
this
dragon
scimitar,
horn? No,
the
those
giant
are-
takes an extra 2d6 damage and must succeed on a strength saving throw or fall prone. And it's any giant, trolls, anybody who's got the giant type. So there's that. There is
Is that an attuned weapon too?
they're all.
no, that one is not. Nope, that one in particular no.
How much is that?
That one is 5,000 gold.
Oh shit. Man, man.
You can't use
Can I
any
borrow
other weapon though.
You can't. Oh yeah, another couple levels. I'll level up. Another sword. Maybe.
There's also restorative ointment, and this one is it's a glass jar, 3 inches in diameter, that has a thick mixture that smells faintly of aloe.
Oh, it's like that Keaton's.
Oh yeah, it's like that. 1 dose of the ointment can be swallowed or applied to the skin, and the creature receives 2d8 plus 2 hit points. Ceases to be poisoned and is cured of any disease. It might be the Keaton's or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That's 300 gold.
How
If
much?
anybody wants it. 300
Probably
gold.
grab that or a couple of them.
I say if nobody
Okay.
wants it.
I will say there are
We don't have enough
4
things
available.
Eric will take one of them.
So it's a restorative ointment, 300 gold. And
Can I just take the Keatons or Ketons and just mark I have 2 of those because it's the same exact thing. It's just a different name.
yes, but you gotta roll a d4.
Yep. I still have I want to say 3 for this one. I have it written down somewhere way back here. I still
Okay.
have 3. For
So Arlo, you're gonna roll a d4 and see how many doses there are in the jar. Ooh,
3.
I see you, cat. 3. Okay, so there are 3 doses in that jar.
Can I buy one too? Is there more than one jar to buy? Or just-
There are 4 jars
Oh,
that you can buy.
I would like to buy one too.
Okay. No, for you that one.
Oh, that was for me?
Yeah, that one was
Oh,
for you.
okay.
I heard you say you wanted one.
So how many is it? It's
Roll a d4
1
plus 1.
plus 1.
Actually,
Okay,
1.
so I rolled 2.
So 3,
plus
and then
one,
so
so
yours has 4.
Okay. I was gonna say I just only asked because I was looking at the thing and if it was the same thing, you know what I mean. So,
Then we've got some.
I still have.
Nope, that one's too expensive. And
How are we on rope?
Still good on rope.
Still velvety,
It's been
smooth on the
long.
wrists.
It's been lonely since Makai hasn't been. Eric, really, that rope is collecting dust. The special
Oh,
rope.
that's not the rope we've been using.
No, you don't want to touch that rope. That rope is fucking biohazard level 5 contaminated. Makai is the only one suited to fucking touch it without instantly dying.
2d8 plus 2, cure poison and maintenance.
they also have an amulet that is
You get
fashioned from a
4,
single
and
shard
there's
of
a
resilient
D4
extraplanar
plus 1.
material.
Oh,
So you
sweet.
roll a 3 plus
How shiny is it?
Very shiny. It does seem it requires attunement, and actually, technically, Erdnot would have been the one who could use it.
Damn.
But it's almost 200 gold, so it's really probably not worth it for you. And let's see. Nope, that one is also interesting. Hold on, let me look this one up real fast.
Yeah, the restorative ointment stuff's good. That's stuff I healed that men's knits with when I was dying.
Oh, okay.
in the layer.
So there is also a ring that they show you, a ring of free action. While you wear this ring, difficult terrain does not cost extra movement. In addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained. This one is 5,250 gold.
We were all like, that's really cool.
Ooh.
Does that require attunement?
Yes.
What does attunement mean? Like, what do you have to do?
You have 3 slots, like certain powerful magical items. If it has an A next to it, that means you have to attune to it in order to get its effect. So you can only have 3 attuned items.
Gotcha.
At the very bottom of your inventory, you'll see that.
Yep.
And that's...
Okay. Thank you.
And then there is a dagger of venom that's also 5,000 gold. You can use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade, and then the poison remains for a minute or until you make an attack, and then you can poison someone. 2d10 poison. They become poisoned for 1 minute. Thank you for the follow. So that one's 5,000 for anybody who's looking for daggers. And I'm going to do one final refresh of this.
Are there non-magical useful things?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Everybody's just buying magical stuff, and we're going to some place where it might not be useful. So, what is the non-magical inventory of this store?
So they've got a bag that contains 47 humanoid teeth, one of which is rotten, if you'd like that.
Arik is over here like,
It would make a
are
nice
there any
necklace.
small animal?
He's doing one of these.
Maybe a crown.
There's
There's
only 44. There's only
pair
that
of
kind
socks,
Pair of
a
socks.
pyramid of sticky black incense that smells very bad, a set of bone pipes,
This game is like
Bone what?
broken when it comes to fucking not having like
mummified-
non-magical things.
What was the bone thing?
a set of bone pipes.
Did you
Oh, like
customize
pipes to
yourself?
play? How much are those?
Music pipes?
How much are they?
Earlier today, wearing not realizing that I just
I don't know how much they are.
Fucking
It
shocker.
doesn't give me a price. So what do you want? What do you want to offer for them?
1 gold.
Sure.
1 gold for what? The smelly
For a set
socks?
of bone pipes. There's
Like,
there's
Is it like a pan flute?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Why not? When you blow into it, like you take it and you go, and it goes.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Yeah, this
is perfect.
It's the only song you can play on it.
There's a mummified goblin hand. There's a.
Is it the arm of that
This is
Rolly?
mummified.
Rolling? Oh my god! Imagine taking that. That is like a mission. Find Rolly and give them back this hand.
4-leaf clover that's pressed inside a book that discusses manners and etiquette. A metal
Why'd
can.
you look at me, you son of a bitch? Zan, I saw that. I saw you look at our.
So Kat, why don't you describe what the shop looks like, and then I'll do your redemption. There is a metal can, so the shopkeep comes over with this metal can that has no opening, but sounds like it's filled with like liquid, sand, spiders, or like broken glass.
It sounds like all those
Mystery
at
All those
once.
things, and you're like, you shake it, and you're like,
How
sounds
the
like
fuck
sand. Nope, glass is in it.
How does it sound like spiders? Spiders and a things like that.
There's an empty silver snuff box that bears an inscription on the surface that says dreams.
Oh.
And an empty
Wow,
wine bottle
man.
bearing a pretty label that says The Wizard of Wine's Winery, Red Dragon Crush, 331422-W. And a blank book whose pages refuse to hold ink, chalk, graphite, or any other substance or marking.
So has every shop we've been to,
They
we've
all have
always
the
been
same bullshit.
interested in the magic stuff. Every shop also has had a list of random stuff like that
Maybe.
that we've never asked
Depends
about.
on my on the what I
Smelly socks and cans of spiders.
What else do you expect to find in the store?
I don't
The
know.
bone pipes are.
I'm gonna go to Cumberland Farms
oh.
and expect to go to Cumbies and find a can of spiders and smelly
You
socks.
don't go to the back aisle.
The shopkeep is tall, middle-aged. We'll say which race cat with salt and pepper hair, lean muscles from all the heavy lifting, and they've got very proper form, dark-colored eyes with a little fleck of gold. And I'm just waiting for the.
Who is this? This
This
sounds
is the
great.
shopkeep, yeah.
I'm gonna play my pipe for that person.
You know, back it up.
I'm just waiting for which are they a human or an elf or orcish? So they're actually, we'll say they've got this like
Perfect.
very, very dark
I like
kind
it
of brownish, greenish type of skin.
You guys would make the cutest little babies.
I know.
Wearing one of those like vest outfits, like the
Like
like
a
kind of
jumper
tight pants with the vest, the buttons up.
Is it bell bottoms?
No.
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 How dare you?
No. Oh my god. So I'm like, why did my brain just go?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. They are not bell bottoms.
It's an orcish. It's an orc. Half orc.
Yeah.
Half
Well,
orc.
like no, she says orcish, so that means we're not entirely sure.
Yeah,
It's
they're
like,
not
could be
entirely
good.
sure.
There's some orc lineage there,
Exactly.
but you don't want to ask. Like where you from?
No, like where? No, like yeah.
And
Again, where
Abaddon
are
at a
you
certain
really
point-
from?
Right, yeah.
You like
Where's
see
your
something
fam?
up on one of the top shelves there, and intentionally you're like, "Oh, that blank book looks really good. Can you get that?" And as they turn around, you see they just go, "Of course." Turn around and reach up, and with the stretching, you can see their body kind of elongated, reaching for the book, and your eyes just drift down to the very, very tight. Of course, because everyone wears tight pants in the world of the Bums of Greenest. Tight slacks. Do they wear slacks?
Tight
do.
slacks.
They do.
That's
Slacks.
Write it up. Write it up. Tight slacks.
Tight
Action
slacks
slacks.
with the like waist kind of cinching vest. Like it's like the has
Pockets,
a
no
very
pockets?
nice.
A
Does
man
it back
corset.
pockets?
The pants?
Yeah.
No back pockets. No, there's no space for them. As
Keep
they
it classy.
reach up, and you just kind of like linger as they're like trying to get the book. It takes an extra couple of seconds, and then you look across and make eye contact with Val, who has seen the whole thing. Before they turn around and show you this very interesting book that won't let you write in it. There's also a bunch of gems: tiger eye, blue quartz, no, that's really expensive.
Are
They
there
got
any
some emeralds.
walloping crossbow bolts?
Not at this store, but you can get them. Oh, walloping?
Yeah. I want some. I'm like, yeah,
Roll
the
invest-
magical ones, but it's like I don't want magical ones if they're not gonna work.
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Wow, that was not good. Oh wait, that's a 9, not a 6. 10, 15.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find. You're able to find. Let's say. You can find 2 walloping crossbow bolts, and then. 5 silver bolts. They're silvered.
It didn't show up in here, but sure, I'll take some.
And we will say that all of that together probably is gonna cost you 6 gold.
I'm the cheapest one of y'all. They're 5,000, 6,700, 6 gold.
All right. Any other?
Are there? I'm sorry. Did you say that there's more of the crossbows or light crossbow bows?
Huh?
Bolts.
You just looking for a crossbow?
I have a crossbow. I'm looking for things that aren't magical because
Okay, you want your
I am relatively useless in this scenario. So I do have, and I haven't used any of this shit at all.
I was in the inventory. I'm like, all right, like what can I shoot that isn't magical? Ooh, these ones are halfway decent and they're not magical.
So-
I have a dagger and a crossbow.
Okay, so you're looking for bolts, basically.
I think so.
All
You
right.
also,
I think.
you also have a short sword that Zan gave you.
Oh.
Does she need more?
Don't think you're proficient though.
Yeah, you can hit somebody with steel. Go for it.
Whack 'em.
Do you, if we're spending money and erring on the side of caution, and even though you're not proficient in it, maybe a set of like studded leather armor or something to give yourself more protection.
If she's not proficient in the armor, everything she does is at disadvantage.
She can't do any magic, so it would just help her survive more.
Carry me?
There we go. She's just riding on all their like 3 huge
Does that mean my
shoulders.
movement is it my movement?
No,
No,
it's
it's
just
not
the things you're
heated.
trying to do.
Oh.
But we
If
do,
you're trying to be stealthy, if you're
Yeah.
trying to do, you know,
if you try to attack,
if you try to attack with that
Anything.
sword.
we do
yeah.
have armor in the
Give me the
bag.
banana.
No, thanks.
Is it the
So
Maybe I'll
bolts,
just
you
get
can
the-
get crossbow bolts. You can get, let's see, you can get 30 of them for like a gold.
Okay, I'll get 30
Okay.
crossbow bolts.
Hard to say, isn't it?
It's
I'll
I'm having an
I'll
awful
buy
time.
30 also.
Okay.
Because I also have crossbow.
One
Crossbow
gold.
bolts?
Crossbow
Any
bolt.
other?
Yes.
Crossbow bolt.
Crossbow bolts.
Now I'm going to find out you said it. Crossbow bolts.
Let's see.
bolts.
And these ones just silver tipped. You said like this.
They're silver tipped bolts.
Silver tipped crossbow bolts.
Silver tipped crossbow.
I just got 30.
You can get as many as you want.
30's plenty because I had some because I haven't used them now. 30.
There are other things that you all can get: lamps and kits and barrels or blankets, or you can get arcane focuses if you need. You can get acid if you'd like, caltrops. You know, at
You don't need calcium. I have like 20 bags of them.
manacles, oil, spikes is kind of
Spikes?
like iron spikes if you want.
How much are the acid?
Acid is going to cost you 20 gold. There are 4 of them available.
I'll take all 4.
Okay.
And the oil?
The oil, there are 2 available at 13 copper apiece. So we'll say like 2.5 silver.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Because I typed in all the bolts I just bought, but there's a bundle size. Because
Yeah.
the bundle size says 20.
I think you could buy a bundle at a time if you want. Just say you got 2 bundles. It's
Okay.
fine. That's fine. You can do the same. 40 for whatever price I gave you.
Can I get like a?
I like your face, kid.
Can I get like just like a small roll of fabric?
Yeah. What type of fabric?
Something very flammable.
Cotton.
Yes. Let's.
And another oil flask.
All right. So oil flask is going to be one silver, and for the we'll say 3 silver for the cloth.
Deal.
So the oil that I bought was in flasks.
Yeah.
What kind of kits are there?
We got mess kits. We've got carpenter's tools, cobbler's tools, cooks, masons, potters, weavers, wood carvers. Are you looking for something in particular?
I was just curious.
Okay. Cooks utensils, glass blower tools if you'd like, or leather workers tools. They've got potter's tools. Should you decide to throw a, you know, bowl to the battle. Uh-huh. Smith's tools, weaver's tools.
Is there a jewelry making kit?
There is.
How much is that?
That one is going to be...
Just gotta steal all the jewelry from the bag of holding. Just make this
just
Mr.
a bunch
T
of rocks.
necklace with it.
It's gonna be it's gonna be her armor.
Her army.
It's the only
that's
armor that
awesome.
she's gonna be proficient in.
You can get one jeweler's tool set for 52 gold.
I'll take it.
Okay. There are...
You said woodworker's
Amulets.
kits?
Yes. That's going to be... Wood carver is 7 silver.
Does it come with wood?
No.
I didn't come equipped with my own, so I had to ask.
Would not.
It's probably a
include.
dumb question, but did we save any of this money for like as many potions of healing that we can find?
Oh, we
There's
each
not
got
much.
one potion of superior healing.
And none of the stores
Um,
became.
and none of the stores have any, and we spent all of the commutative loot for diamonds in case any of us die.
No.
How much was that kit?
7 silver.
So we're poor again.
Nope, we each had
No, you have
6,000.
you have
Oh,
like
we
5,000.
each have 6.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 6,000.
No, no,
Like,
no, we
We
did.
we each got like
Oh.
a little chest with a vial of potion and a big old bag of gold, or 600 platinum.
He doesn't. Does he have any? Does he have wood for sale? Does he have like any blocks of wood or anything like that? If not, he'll when he gets back to the room, I'll just
If
bust a
not,
pot.
Zan has wood in the bag of holding. Because Zan's a wood carver, he
Oh, okay,
carves
nice.
wood.
There you go. I mean, I'm
everybody
sure
have
you
enough
could-
rations.
You've kind of been fed a lot. Like,
We haven't really been doing the whole.
yeah, you've
action
been doing
now.
the whole like
Well, I know,
traveling
but
up
we
and
don't
down
know what's coming up
thing.
next.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to get
He's
to your
such a
next
dick move
destination.
to do. To like
And you
next
starve
session,
to
so
death.
who's eating what?
No, I mean we'd have to hunt.
Do you have
Realize-
enough? Do you have enough water? Do
Who
you
brought
have
the
any-
rations? Nobody. You're dead.
And I think collectively we have like 500 crossbow bolts
You
now.
you
so.
have
Yeah.
dysentery because you didn't boil your water. So now you have disadvantage because you're shitting in your armor. Where did that come from?
You got dysentery and died.
Yeah.
No,
There's a
you're
snake
good.
in
Like
my
with rations, you've been staying in cities and towns and whatnot. So, when you were traveling, for 2 weeks and things, you're getting used to the economy. It meant more. All right. So, anything else folks are looking for? We got armors that you can get. Mostly hide. Whip, blowgun.
You can get a whip.
You can.
How much is the whip? Wait,
How much
what's
is
like
the
the? Do you have to be proficient in whipping?
Yeah.
I think if anybody in the group would be proficient,
You have to be
in whipping,
proficient to use it.
it would be.
Like, it would be disadvantaged. 7 silver for a whip.
Whip is actually pretty cool.
It's a good deal.
I kind of want the whip.
All right, 7 silver.
Okay.
This is a different shop, by the way. You're all
I
like,
got
getting this
ropes.
all at the same shop.
I got ropes, you got whips. What is
Did you
this?
say
guy
potion
into?
of greater or superior?
Superior.
I'm superior.
Micaiah's gonna come back and be like, "What?
What's
happened
going
to you
on?"
guys?"
Whip.
Right.
Zan's got a gag ball. Like, what the fuck
Make
is
it
going
good.
on?
Make it good. Is that so? That's a weapon.
Just walking around with a gag ball.
I think if she has whips and I got the ropes and you got act like you wouldn't roll a NAT20 and kill somebody, one shot somebody with
Sticks
it.
and stones break my bones, but chains and whips excite me.
All right, anything else?
What was the other weapon that was there? A whip and a what?
Look at
Whip and
that.
what?
Blowgun. Like a blowgun, it's a mark.
How's that
range.
proficiency?
You would have to be
It'll say it on the
like
this
ranged
little box
martial
underneath
weapons.
your hit points on your first page.
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're proficient in.
Ranged martial weapons.
This one right here, if you
crossbow, dagger, darts. No, is
Oh,
that the
that's
same
darts.
thing?
Yeah. They do have darts. If
Do
you
they have
like.
darts?
Yeah.
You hook me up. How many darts you
All
got?
right, you
Why
can
can't I find
get
wood carving kit in this?
Because it's,
wood
it's
carver's
hard to
tools.
find everything.
Yeah, you can
Is
get
it
a
one wood
whole set
carver's
of darts probably for like a silver.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like
Whatever
usually
the
in the
bundle is
starting
that it comes in probably. Oh, it might not come in the bundle.
I'll check. Yeah. Dots.
Fucking dad's kid.
Dort.
Like wood carvers is one word.
Yeah, no, it doesn't come in a bundle.
No, it's just one at a time.
It's so random it just doesn't.
So, 5
fine.
silver for
I know I have it, and that's what matters.
10 darts.
Can I get 20 darts, please?
1 gold. Anything else, folks?
Zan will refill his darts while he's here too.
Okay. 5 for 1 silver. So however many you want.
I'll do 10. So
What did I just say? 10?
10. It's 1 gold. Alright.
I got all sorts of weird shit.
At the end of your shopping spree as you're heading back to the.
Wait, was there slings?
Yes.
What's a sling?
A
You
sling is
can-
like a-
Sling like
Sling, like you.
Okay. How much is that?
5 copper for a
What?
sling.
Okay.
So half a
Are you just
silver.
looking up non-magical weapons?
I'm looking up anything that I can use.
Fair enough.
Because there's extra weapons in the bag of holding too. There's
And then you
extra
can get bullets
daggers
for
and
the
stuff.
sling.
Oh, sweet.
Oh. Okay. Sling bullets walloping?
Roll an investigation for that.
No. Okay.
What'd you get?
It's
Nat
20. 21, 22, 24. 24.
Holy shit.
Alright, let's see. So you definitely will find some. Let's see how many you find. So for walloping, a creature must succeed on a DC 10 strength saving throw or they'll be knocked prone. So with a 24, roll a D8. And you can re-roll ones. A1. Roll a D8 to see how many you find.
Okay. 3.
That's how many you find.
Okay. Oh, of single.
walloping. Yeah, so you get 3 walloping darts.
It
sorry,
says
bullets.
it says bundle size again. But it's just one.
These are different. Well, you know, since they come in a bundle.
Is that? Or
No, I'm gonna say there's 3 because they're extra. And that'll be 3 silver for the 3.
can I buy some of the other ones? Right, regular
The
ones.
regular bullets, yeah. Those are gonna be the same price as the darts,
Okay. Can I get?
except twice. So what was it? 1 silver for 5 silver for 10. It'll be 5 silver for 20 bullets.
Okay. 5
One
silver
gold
for
for 40
for-
bullets.
1 gold for 40 bullets.
No, 20 bullets.
1 gold.
1 gold, 20
I am
bullets.
confused.
Okay. Got it. But the other one, the other
The special walloping
spell
ones.
that was just 3.
3.
So what is walloping?
If the target gets hit, they have to make a strength save
Or they
get
get knocked prone.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they had those.
Yeah, neither did I. So I just looked it up. I got 2 bolts of walloping.
Oh, I had no idea. Oh, is that when I was out paying? I had no clue.
I
Is there
want to
any
go
more?
to Diagon Alley and see what kind of poisons I can buy.
All right, make an investigation check.
14.
All right, so 14. So you all had spoken to this one shady person, so you're gonna go back to that shady person.
I mean, my life is shady people's.
Hmm.
This guy was real shady.
So when you go back, they just kind of like as you come back up.
I was looking at the owls over there and the owlery.
It's later in the day when
I wasn't with them when they came to shady guy. I don't know why you put a.
So what type of
That's
poison
the
are you
owl
looking for? Are you looking
stores, the
for the type that you put on a weapon, the type that you feed to someone?
Both.
So ingested, inhaled, contact, injury. Those are the 4 types.
I would like 1 to rub on a weapon, 1 to for ingestion, and 1 for inhalation,
Okay.
if possible.
So with a 14.
We might have to assassinate someone where we're going.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's always a chance. Some
Um,
people just need killing.
roll a D10.
Whip.
Oh.
Crack it.
6.
You said for ingestion. So
Like hit myself.
they present to you a poison that's called Midnight Tears.
promising.
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Did you sneak off by yourself?
I don't know, did I?
I don't know. Did you? That's your call.
I'm just gonna go get something.
Okay, so a creature that ingests this poison suffers no effect until the stroke of midnight. If the poison has not been neutralized, the creature must succeed on a DC 17 con save, or they will take 9d6 poison damage, or half on a success. You have to give it. They have to take the entire dose. So if you're looking to poison someone, like they can't take part of it. So food or liquid is usually. You can like cut it if you want. So if you don't want to give them the whole thing, but you give them half, then they'll take half as much damage.
It doesn't work till after midnight.
Flying.
Like you can poison someone and they won't realize they've been poisoned until midnight, and then they get hit with whatever. Roll another d10.
6 again.
So there is purple worm poison.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It does sound fun. You should buy that.
So this one,
My purple worm.
Getting
Ew.
Purple worm.
so a creature subjected to the poison must make a DC 19 con saving throw, or they will take 12d6 poison damage.
Holy shit.
It can be applied to a weapon, ammunition, trap components, and other objects. It is 2,000 gold for this.
Okay.
And
Did you say yeah?
I'm weighing my options.
and then roll again to see what the. You said you wanted ingested injury and
Drink. Poof. And
inhale.
sling.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it's a 1.
Burnt Other fumes is the next one.
You got fart potion.
Yeah, exactly. Just throw a fistful of fart bombs.
I have some jars
So,
you can fart in one and
A creature subjected
Sell
to
it
this
on
poison must succeed on a DC 13 con or take 3d6 poison and have to repeat the saving throw on each of its turns. On each successive failed save, they take 1d6 poison, and after 3 successful saves, it ends. So they have to keep rolling until they save 3 times.
And it's a fart bomb.
It's poison powder or gas that takes effect when inhaled. You can blow the powder or release the gas within a 5-foot cube around you. And you can't hold your breath or anything. It gets into your tear ducts and.
Yeah, it's not like a fart.
Just prise your eyes open.
How much does he want for all these items?
So the burnt Other fumes are 500 gold.
Everyone seems to have forgotten how to haggle in this party.
Oh, make a persuasion check.
Zan
Damn
never,
right.
Zan never knew how to.
I tried to trade.
Oh, why could I ever not write down my persuasion is a -1? Oh, there is no haggling going on here today. That was a 2.
Alright, so the burnt Other fumes are going to be, with a 2, they're going to be 1,000 gold.
You son of a bitch.
The Midnight Tears is going to be 3,000 gold. And
You
the
shouldn't have gone along.
Purple Worm Poison is going to be 4,000 gold.
Can
Oh.
I intimidate?
Oh no.
You can. Go ahead and make an intimidation. What are you doing?
You're
As-
gonna
Oh,
hit-
no.
Kinda
You're
like
gonna try to
a-
intimidate the shopkeep who's holding these fucking 3 poisons?
You so you
Just
are
gonna be like-
out when you first came across this person. This is in the trades ward. You were in like dark alley territory. There are people walking by on the main road.
You're
but you're kind of in the
Spookyville, man.
alley.
Yeah.
And
You're in the middle of Southie trying to make a deal right
Actually, can I charm him instead of intimidate? Can I just
now.
can I use my -1 to charisma to just try to schmooze
you
him?
already rolled a persuasion check. That was it.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
So he's kind of sitting there, just like shifty, looking at you, like you got the gold or what? And what's your passive perception? No.
And you're all by yourself?
I guess.
Yeah, he said he loved you guys. Yeah.
Well, I guess. Oh my guess we just can't do business.
That's unfortunate.
It would, especially when those guards over there walking by. That'd be very unfortunate, wouldn't it?
Kind of like leans their head out and looks like, not for me.
Oh, it most certainly will.
Just kind of narrows his eyes at you. Are you gonna buy something or not?
If you'd be reasonable.
This is reasonable. You all came by earlier.
I wasn't here. Who's all?
Now he's fighting with the poison person.
I saw you lingering in the back with that other group.
So?
Oh my.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
You were going to play ball with me here.
I already did. I gave you my prices.
Your prices are shite.
Listen, you're just gonna start calling attention to me over here.
And how's that my problem?
You gonna buy something or not?
I tell you, you make them reasonable prices. I have friends that I can send to you.
I have friends I can send to you too.
Oh.
And he like looks over your shoulder. Are you gonna look or are you gonna look at him?
Oh, I'm looking at him dead in the eyes, and now I'm pulling out my Ghost Hunter medallion, and now I'm gonna intimidate because I was trying to be nice.
I did not expect
I
this.
hope you're rolling that 20. I hope to God you're rolling that 20.
This is very
Roll
unexpected.
roll intimidation.
Can
What's
we
your ghost
hear
hunter-
him?
No, you guys are not.
We're far away.
You're somewhere else.
Oh,
It's a 4. I thought it was going to be at least a 7 or something.
oh no! I'm gonna have to kill him.
So as
Like your pendant gets like stuck. Like
Yeah.
can't bring
Son of a! Hold on, I'm gonna show you this. Falls down my shirt. Hold on! Just look at this.
as you're searching for your medallion, you feel like a hand just like kind of touch, one of those strong like hand on your shoulder, and when you turn, there are 3 people in the alleyway who are wearing kind of like dark clothing. There's like a dwarf, a human, a half elf. Also not necessarily covered over, like this guy's all like kind of covered over. You haven't really been able to get a good look at them. And they're just kind of standing there. It's like, I'll give you one more chance to do business, or you can go.
I have my hand crossbow like this behind me, and I make sure that the guy behind me can feel the edge of the bolt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do business when your friend here is ready to do business fairly.
Oh, that was the one. There's only one talking to you. The others are all just
Oh,
kind
they
of.
said someone put my hand on me.
No,
so I
yeah,
was-
but
I was
they didn't
like-
say anything. It was the one in front of you.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you have any business, friend. Come back when you got some money to spend.
Well, I got plenty to spend. Unfortunately, it won't be with you. And turn around.
Have a good day.
I give whoever's touching my shoulder, I blow him a kiss.
The
No.
one, it's the half elf, and they just go like, oh.
He just blushes.
If that
What is it,
went
the
bad,
little
I could see
heel
Val
flip?
just going ethereal walk, and as he's walking by, he's just knocking stuff off the table.
If it wasn't 3 guys, I would have started a fight right there.
Sounded like it.
I could take probably 2 of them. Well, I'm gonna have to find the purple rain poison somewhere else. Can I make that with an alchemist kit?
So in order to make the purple worm poison, you have to harvest that.
I have to harvest
From
a
a
purple
purple.
one.
Didn't we fight one a long time
You
ago?
fought a bog worm.
Oh, bogworm.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for that poison. I was doing this to help you. In case we can't
I
get to
totally
the
get it.
dude, we're gonna we'll put this shit in his drink. We'll shoot a little dart of poison at his ass. We will make sure we had the bases covered. But
I totally understand, but you just decided
I know, I
to
thought that.
ghost out of the group
Completely.
and just do a back alley wheel. Well,
you think with my fucked up face, I'd have like super high intimidation, but it's a -1 because my
And
charisma
it's
is
crazier
-1.
looking people than you.
I have
It's crazy
points.
looking people, but like this guy's been through some shit.
He could have
It's
fallen
really
off a
pity.
horse and got his face scraped when he was. So yes, your day of shopping
I'm
comes to a
gonna go
close,
back and kill him at night.
and you return to your to the castle. Anything that you're going to? You said you wanted to chat with Abaddon.
Yeah.
So you all kind of come back to the keep, and get yourselves.
She's gonna be playing the bones.
Okay. Did you want to like?
Don't phrase it like that.
I'm gonna give you make
I'm
How
gonna
do you-
play with
how
all
do
the
you play
bones.
that
So
instrument?
you know that in the castle
how do
Waterdeep, you.
What's the action you have to do when you have to play the bones? You have to what the bones?
Oh. So you know that there's a couple of folks that you've been working with to create potions and stuff, and down where the artificers things are in the castle. I'm gonna have you roll two things. Roll a percentile die, or roll percentile dice, and then roll a persuasion with advantage.
74.
Huh?
What is this for?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I was laughing at bones.
And 11.
Okay. So one of the folks that you have been chatting with down there, there's two people whose names I can't remember, and I'm not going to go try to find them.
George and Gracie.
They, with the percentage that I gave it, they have the purple worm poison.
Oh shit.
It's not something they're supposed to have. They can part with it, but you're going to have to pay.
Is it cheaper than
It's
Sketchy
cheaper
Man?
than the other guy, but it's still going to be 2,500 gold. And you also have to promise that you're not going to tell anybody they work in the castle.
Done.
Yeah!
Purple poison coffee.
All
Please
right.
have that music queued up the first time you go to use it.
He goes to use it and suddenly he has a blouse on.
I was gonna say, like, can I trade them a little bit of cash and a little bit of weed? But I was like, oh, it's Erdnot who had the weed.
Oh yeah, going back. Thorium Dragon wants to know if that shop had some bookish
Okay.
sugar.
They had a snuff box. They had the silver snuff box that said dreams on it.
Oh, yeah, there was. No, that was a different shop. That was with the Orcish.
Oh.
Thorium, roll a d100. So.
Well, so, bookish coat?
Yeah.
Is that like a haste potion? I would buy all that.
Yes,
he'll
only-
fucking Tony Montana this
Only
shit.
you lose money and points on your life every round.
Hey.
So the
Say hello to
evening,
my little friend.
you all come back to the keep and are settling in.
Art's gonna visit Zan and ask for some wood. Some wood out of the bag
Oh
of
my goodness.
Got any wood?
I was once playing on the bones.
Got
Bugs
wood.
of greenest.
Zan takes his pants off.
I need. It's not enough wood for these tools.
Oh my word.
Because Zan got a bunch of wood way back when in Onwick.
Oh.
When he made all you guys' gifts.
Oh my god, my horse.
And your horse got stolen.
Stupid.
We never found that gnome. Or was it a halfling?
I think it was a halfling.
The one that stole Abaddon's horse when we were in the caravan.
The horse?
No,
My
yeah,
little
the
wooden
wooden
horse.
horse. Remember?
Oh, yes.
Was it
you
a
guys
halfling
kind
or-
of never really figured out who,
It looked like a gnome.
what
Remember
that was.
Green Imsa? Remember her?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Green lady?
I liked her.
So, all right,
Didn't we piss her off because we blamed her for stealing?
We.
I did.
We.
I'm always a troublemaker.
We're such a, you look different than us. I blame you.
Dwarves are kind of racist.
Against, well, Erdnot was.
He's an old dwarf.
Erdnot was Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino.
Get off my lawn. So yeah, he'll go. Give me that fucking block of wood.
Oh my god.
And Ark will go back to his room for a little bit and start carving. And then, is anybody gonna do? Anybody else gonna do anything?
Yeah, is it dark out?
Yeah, sure.
Arwell's gonna go outside.
Okay.
Once I get outside, I want to look around and make sure no one else is around.
Okay. So, if you're going to a place where you prefer no one else is, I would say that Arwell could make their way through the halls until you get to one of like the many open kind of greens that are in the castle walls. So between the keeps or gardens that they have, and would we be able to find a place at one of the mini gardens that has like tall topiaries and little koi pond or something?
I'm going to take out one of my new little jars and I'm going to try to catch some fireflies.
Okay.
I wish I could see you doing this.
Let's
I'll put Charlie in the grass too, so he can like eat some clover. while I'm doing it.
roll.
You gotta make sure. Puff up real big.
He has one of those vests with the spikes on the back. That's like the little dogs.
How long are you gonna spend trying to find fireflies?
However long it takes to get 2. Because if I got 1, I might get lonely.
Okay. I was gonna say roll a D8. So just kind of hanging out near the various topiaries and landscaped.
I got an 8.
Well, that's how many fireflies are you.
Oh.
All right.
Each one
Remember
has
the
a
jar.
friend.
Aw.
A number.
It's a little family. That's it. We'll go back inside.
Huh?
I want to know what she wants the fireflies for.
It's gonna be cute.
Why you said so bitter? It's gonna be so fucking cute.
Goddamn adorable.
It's not that. It's just about the
Sorry, with a roll like that, I just cannot say that particular shady dealer had any booger sugar, as he lovingly referred to it as. Only a 66. Sorry.
It would have been perfect to put it in a little silver snuff box, though. It said dreams on it. That's what it is. You open up that thing and it's just got lines of dreams.
Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. They open it up, they do a line like, we should totally start a business. There's always that one guy at the party.
We could put it on everything.
Just think about it, dreams. Live, laugh, love, dreams.
Family.
I can't remember. It was like, you know that TikTok where it's Tom Hardy playing the two brothers in that movie, and it's like when you see when you go to a party with somebody and you see a friend and he's like, and you ask him, "Where's the blow?" and he's like, "Oh yeah, he definitely did it all." That's what would inevitably happen. Someone in the party is just going to take it.
One person.
There's a reason why both of us go to the bathroom the most out of everybody.
So your evening continues.
She's playing the Ark is racking up thick lines. Carving a whip.
If I practice the whip, can I get better at it?
I mean, not tonight, but
Eventually?
maybe.
A lot of practice.
Yeah.
Pulling a young Indiana Jones.
Can I be doing that? Actually, I'd like to start to practice that.
In the keep or outside somewhere?
Inside.
I will say
Inside for sure.
you can tell that this is going to be something that needs to be done in the hall. So you can definitely go out in the hall.
Okay.
So you step out of the keep, kind of right next to the door. There are 2 guards, especially at night.
Okay.
Could
Just
she
kinda
roll
like
for which one she hits?
Nod. Just kind of like nod at you. They nod at you.
Hello. Good evening.
And then you can start whipping in the.
I want to have the whip in one hand and the bones in the other hand.
I almost spat that earlier.
Make a performance roll for me. Performance check, just to see
Rolling
if you do
that
kind
20.
of
Come on, please do this epically.
Oh. That's just a performance?
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Okay. So I'm gonna say because it's above a 5, you don't hit either of these guards, but they do like one of them just. There's a moment where like you're kind of like.
He's in a kazoo. Tell me it's like a kazoo made out of bones.
And you like you could hear one of them is like. Like starts laughing every time you do. When you look back, they're like.
The royal guard, the queen's royal guard.
Wait for the Queen's Guard.
They can't laugh or smile.
They're being very, very serious. And again, they look super young. Like there's a lot of people. You almost are getting the impression that maybe the more experienced people are being kind of gathered for the excursion that is about to happen. But like these people are young and they're just like trying not to laugh. But every time you do it, especially because like your form is bad. You're like hitting the ceiling. It's not great, and so there's a laugh every time. At a certain point, like 3 minutes in, they can't
contain themselves.
No, they won't look at you, but every time you turn around, they're like. So Abaddon's in the hall.
Arik would hear this.
Yes, everybody would know. This is happening.
Arik's definitely going to investigate.
Okay.
Ow!
With more dexterity so I don't get hit.
Yeah, you better be careful out there. I'm unpredictable.
What you doing there, Abaddon?
Well, I got these new things. I got all sorts of things. I got a sling and some crazy walloping things, and I got this whip. She's just gonna keep like whacking walls and whatever. And I got this bone flute.
Arik is proficient in all weapons, so could he give that a try? See if he knows. He could show her how to use it.
If he teaches me, can I learn faster?
That's gonna take time.
It's gonna take time.
He's just gonna.
You just want to try?
Okay.
Performance.
Is it a performance or an attack roll?
Performance.
Okay.
This is for showmanship.
Yeah, you're kind of showing off a little bit, so.
All right. I want to roll a 1 and just let it go.
And then,
Why'd you throw my whip?
then you're afraid of all whips.
I know, right? That is actually a 20. It's an 18 plus 2.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so perfect.
Fucking flawless.
He whips and puts out the candle.
Yeah, I was about to say, one of the lanterns goes out.
That was really cool.
You turn the lantern, it goes out, and the guard is like goes over.
If I wanted to be a jerk, I'd see if I could get his butt. But I won't.
Oh, I know I'll be that good someday.
Just coil it up and hand it back.
She's just gonna keep going.
Keep practicing. It's been a lifetime of weapons work.
I know I'll get there.
Yeah, definitely. So
She's not stopping the whole time.
that's okay.
Okay.
So probably going in a sea hall tomorrow, I'm guessing. Yeah. Totally forgot what I wanted to say. I just totally got like flabbergasted by the bone flute and whipping.
Anything about the lack of magic or?
So I know we talked the other day about the dragon and whatnot, and if there was anything else that you had to say. Just so we're on the same page, we're going into a place that's going to be very dangerous. I have my suspicions of what we'll find.
Are you scared?
I'm scared. Plenty scared about what I'll see and find there. I know people there. But I just want to make sure that there are no more secrets between us. That there's no more half-truths or other things left unspoken.
But I assured you and gave you a gift, and then you gave me
I
a
know.
dagger, and you just showed me how to use this whip, and everything's fine.
I know. Let's see.
And of course, I would not lie to you. I didn't even lie to you the first time. It was just I didn't know to tell you, really.
It's lies of omission.
I don't know what that means.
It means when you don't tell the whole truth.
Well, you didn't ask
I like
about the
how
whole
she turns.
truth.
I like how she turns instantly into like a 7-year-old. Like, but I didn't know that I shouldn't put those last couple Cheerios in the bag and leave them in the cupboard. Like we were talking about
I
earlier.
didn't know you
Flush
wanted
it
that
down
snack.
the toilet.
See, before I came to the Sword Coast, I was part of a mercenary group in a land far from here called Jacinta. And it was an elite military group called Eckert's 100. Eckert was my mentor. This is why I took his name when I was on the run. And I was second in command. The title, technical in the language of my homeland, is called Prima Armis. It means her first sword. And that means that I'm the first sword swung in battle. Because where I'm from, you lead from the front. And when you lead from the front, it's the only way to gain the trust and respect of your allies. And after a while, become more than just your soldiers or your men or your women. They become your brothers and sisters. And they trust you when you raise your shield to protect them. And you trust them when you depend on their sword to find its mark. And that bond becomes pretty unbreakable after a while. But it's all based on trust. Now, this Bones of Greenest isn't a mercenary company, and now I'm certainly not the prima armis of it. But I have come to see you all as friends and even brothers and sisters.
Yeah, of course.
So what I need to know, little sister, can I trust you?
Of course you can. I've proven it to you. I've defended you. I've stood by your side. I've never run away. But everyone doubts me, no matter what I do. I might as well give up.
No.
She's gonna hit the whip a lot.
Here, little. As the two guards are just kind of like
Awkwardly standing there.
awkwardly standing a little bit further down the hall, but like,
We look over and they're actually 10 feet more down every time they go. Well, it's just the time for half-truths and maybe not outright lies is past. But I want you to know that if we're going into battle in Sea Hall, or whatever it may be, giants, dragons, a 5-headed dragon queen, I need to know that you'll be there to protect me, and you know that I'll be there to protect you, and die if necessary.
I've been doing it since the beginning.
So I can trust you?
Of course you can.
Do I believe her? Actually, you know what? I was just going to take her at her word for that one. Just know that trust given is not easily regained if it's broken.
She's gonna stomp her foot and say, again?
Again.
You, Micaiah, everyone confronts me. Everybody thinks I'm doing something wrong. But I've always stood by your side and I've proven myself to you. Just because some stupid old dragon talks to me sometimes, or a stinking old egg happens to rot in my backpack, it doesn't matter. What matters is when it comes down to it in the fight, I'm there. Casting spells and setting stuff on fire.
Puffing as she talks. Give Puffer fish down threatening. Casting fire!
Well, she's actually not getting it. She's get like stompy and a little like teary.
I'm gonna have you roll on the wild, roll your wild magic die. See if
It
you
becomes a
can keep
cupcake.
Which one is
it
that?
under control. You can roll, yeah. Well, you can roll all three of them just in case it hits.
Oh wait. Okay.
Yeah.
If you hit me with a
No, roll the special
fucking
die.
fireball
This one?
in this hallway, you're gonna kill
The
those
one
two
with-
young
Oh,
guards.
I forgot it
Yeah.
has that one there.
I was gonna say you were gonna kill those two young guards by accident.
You can like feel it kind of like welling up,
Mm-hmm.
but you just gotta push it back down.
What we're doing tomorrow is probably the second most important thing to me that I've done in my life. That's the only reason why I ask.
Don't worry so much. We're going together. We'll be in it together. Just tell me what to do. I bought all this shit so I could beat people up.
Okay.
For you. For Sea Hall. For the bums of Greenest.
Ark is gonna reach into behind his back, and he's gonna pull out one of the paintings. I don't think I gave you one. I found two of the Bond paintings. Holy shit! Excuse me, that blueberry. He's gonna pull out one of the paintings that he had. I don't know. Just fucking pull it out of his fucking back pocket. And say,
His back pocket of holding.
well, I think they're small.
Yeah, they're
That's
small.
the thing. Say, I found these. They're marked with your family name. I found them when we were in the. Was it Ovigiton?
Yeah.
In the horde of the Old White Death, that white dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I found two. I thought you might like to have them.
Of course. It's my family. It's beautiful. Thank you. Are they pretty? Is it pretty? Or is
I
it
don't
like
have
the
any.
destroy one?
I don't have a dis.
Oh, okay.
They're in decent shape.
Yeah.
Like they got kind of frozen.
Okay,
and
so like one style is like happier and one style is like
yeah.
There was never any like description of.
They're
what
not. They're still worth something. Like all of the stuff that they have. They
The bond.
flash freeze.
Yeah. Not giving it to you to sell, obviously.
Of course not.
I thought you might want to have one of them.
she steps to the guards back there.
That way you have a bit of your family wherever you go, no matter what happens.
I love it. Thank you. And a bit of my family and a bit of you. And I'll give Eric a hug.
Over her shoulder, you can see the guards just like trying not to. You know that thing where you're like trying to look, but also like this is so awkward. I don't want to.
What is wrong with this girl?
I so almost wish this happened with Micaiah, because then something could happen to make it super awkward for those two young guards. Like you just like make eye contact with the guard and just like reach down and just like hawk her ass for a second. Like, yeah, that's right. Alright, well, practice only for a little bit longer. You're gonna need your strength. Don't wear out that whip arm. Get some sleep.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. Thank you for the painting.
I would say about this time, Arwell would be coming up the hall as you see Art kind of go back into the keep. The two awkward guards who are just like. And you got your jar of fireflies.
Arwell, watch this.
Don't break the jar. Don't break the jar of fireflies.
Roll performance.
17.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah,
Me showing you helps.
so you definitely like you can feel like the wind like go past your face, and there's a crack, like a foot behind your ear or whatever, or at least it sounds like it. Anyway, but you don't get anywhere close to being hit.
Can I, do I get any better at the sound of the bones? Do they just have like a single
It
tone?
just makes a single.
It's a kazoo. It's a kazoo. It's a bone kazoo.
I mean, until you drill some holes in
Yeah,
it, and then
absolutely.
you can change the pitch.
So, I will just be. and try to blow it different ways.
Imagine if just had something in it. And when she does that, it's like the most beautiful sounding flute.
I thought you were gonna say like a little crumpled up piece of paper. It's like, and it's got all the secrets you need.
An accidental poison dart.
Yeah. Purple.
Just to state, in his room, Arik is gonna spend the next few hours carving something out of the, like a little, almost like a little chess piece. It looks like a little like knight's chest piece. And he's gonna drill a hole. He's gonna make it into like a necklace. After he's gonna cut his palm, and he's gonna hold it and cover it in blood, and then let it dry. So put it on.
Okay. Anything anyone else is doing?
It's drinking and smoking with the guys in the basement. People don't like hanging out with the alchemists, I guess.
Well, they're on like double duty, like trying to get some more stuff.
Now that you
built
said that, those two alchemists are Cheech and Chong in my mind.
Oh my god.
I saw her more once that you said that they had the purple worm poison. I saw her more as Walter White and fucking Jesse.
That's funny because I know that the ones I created are nothing like what. Like two women, and I don't remember what their names are.
Just imagine cooking up some purple fucking poison.
Oh, I guess she will have gone to her room at some point to write a letter.
Oh,
now
yes,
is the time.
letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
she will have done that in private.
All right. So you all go to bed, ready, or at least.
Oh! Can I do something? I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
I've been meaning to do it, but
Holy shit! Yes. Please do it.
This is your game. Please, by all means.
can I check on my parents? Can I check the
Oh yeah.
or the
Yeah,
ball?
a club.
You can. So you, in the quiet of your room, with the door closed and no one else around, look into your orb, and it is it's nighttime.
They're kind of cool.
They are. They're
See.
weirdly textured. They're weirdly textured for nerds.
So you look into the orb and you are relieved to see your mother sleeping. And she's not, like, at first there's a moment where your heart kind of like, because like, is she asleep? But you know that like scrying doesn't work if somebody is dead. So she is asleep in her bed, and just 10 minutes of her, not doing anything. You just watching your mom sleep.
Every time she used this, especially before she told us that it was her mom, every single time she was like watching this woman, I just pictured Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black when he uses like the super spy satellite to
Oh
like
my God,
super
yes.
zoom in on his wife gardening. And Will Smith's like, it's like pretty lady. He's like, backspace, backspace, backspace.
And so you have a,
Hi, Mom. I just like to listen to you breathe as you sleep.
you are able to go to sleep knowing that your mother is at least okay for now. But you also dream of the darkness
What'd you
that
roll?
night.
What'd you get?
You dream of the darkness that night, and the whisper is telling you that you can just open up the box. Open the box. You know you want to open that box.
Are any of those whispers enough to wake her up, or is it just like how vivid a dream?
It is very vivid.
Very vivid.
Yes.
Because I want to wake up and open the box.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
I'm so anticlimactic. I'm gonna wake up on box. Fuck this box.
So you
Fuck his box,
wake
he's
up in
open
the
it.
middle of the night, we'll say. It's dark. You could see that it's dark, but there's like a really nice full moon out, And every once in a while, like while you guys have been in the city, you have seen that shadow of the silver dragon, just kind of a silver dragon, maybe not the same one. And you see it go, it passes over again. You go over and pick up the bag, searching in. You're able to find the box that just basic wood. And the chain kind of inlaid around the sides. And when you open it up, and as you do, there's a whisper. It's like a bunch of voices all whispering, and it says to you again what it had said the first time. Chains shaken as a call awakens, this container as a vessel. Those who implore the very links, to indulge in the sparkle of splendor, to have options always aligned, to mock into these hidden coffers. By the binds one must abide, an offer for an offer. Equals must be made. Speak the covenant, I agree. And it's just a bunch of whispers all kind of
Are they
saying
like coming out of the box?
It's
or
more
is it more
so
in
in
my
your
head?
head.
Yeah.
As you're looking at this box, you open it, there's nothing inside.
She's just gonna go, like, to shake it, and then closes it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Can you send me that?
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
You should send her a sound file of you and like have the kids recite it.
That was spooky when you said it.
Layer it a
spooky.
whole bunch of times and then send it as like a ringtone.
Then I'll really have nightmares.
It's like the end of the Lost Boys when they're like, "Thou shalt not." It's the children chorus.
So as you all awaken the following day, ready to go, you are greeted by Ramalia, who lets you know that you will be traveling by way of the Griffins, although it will be at night that you are traveling because the skies are not safe. So you have the day, and then when night falls, they get you on the backs of the Griffins and you head up. And that is where we will end as you take off into the sky as the sun is setting towards Sea Hall to the north. You will be flying over the Mirror of Dead Men.
And over the battlefield of the Bloodwine Massacre at one point.
Yeah.
Sad.
And that is where we will pick up next week.
So we're gonna have this next day to do stuff also?
No, we
No.
are. No, you guys are off.
We're leaving.
You're gone.
Oh, so you just already spent it.
Yes, but flash forward.
Well, sitting there staring at the wall.
All right.
The shady guy in the alley turns around. It's like, remember me?
I brought my friends.
So we are going to raid. I feel like I always see MST3K up, and I'm like, we should raid MST3K. This is fun.
Oh, they stream 24 hours.
It's 24 hours a day. Yeah, it's just all the old stuff. So how about we can raid? Let's raid Arvan Eleron. Why not? And we are going to do our after session for the patrons only in the Discord. So,
If you
Thank
want to
you
listen,
all.
join the patron and our Discord.
yes, if you'd like to come by, you can ask questions or just kind of like watch and see what we talk about at the end. And then next week we will be starting Sea Hall. Alright, so let's raid Arvan Eleron, and they are playing some D&D.
Does Sea Hall
Tomorrow-
have a theme song? Because we gotta be like, we gotta play that like the whole week leading up to it.
Yeah.
Get us pumped.
That is a good
I can
idea.
find something. Oh, actually, you can listen to it not on stream, so you can find whatever you want. Alright, so let's raid them. We will see you in the Discord in the Patreon only stage. And have a good night.
Boo.
Bye.
Good night.
Thanks for hanging out.